The following program is meant for adult audiences only. If you are easily offended, you are choosing to be offended by continuing to watch. If jokes upset you, whether bad or good, you might end up crying. Being a bitch in life is difficult, I imagine, but you must find a way to continue. For all the haters and lurkers, hope you enjoy the show. For the bigot army, enjoy the show. Don't be a pussy.
そうだ。テレビつけてもいいぞ。冒険アニメ。よりによって。サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。ワクワク。
Here we go! Lucha, 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 lucha! It's the way of life!
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call
the Grifter Zone.
Oh, you found your moo.
My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's because Jesus Christ is...
Man, I want to get drunk in a hotel room with you.
That might be taken out of context.
Gay, gay, gay.
Oh. No. How is it my fault? What? The bracket gifted this and I'm immediately called an anti-Semite? Come on, dog.
Bruh.
What are these characters? Nazi furry? Hypno, why would you do this to me? Said, welcome to Goonergate. Protect your booty hole.
What's up, nerds? It's Alyssa Mercante, Kotaku senior editor, and
nobody even wants you here.
And I would take her to Chili's, maybe. You know, like, genuinely, I just want the best for her. Genuinely.
Listen, if it was consensual and you didn't hate the Jews, I'd fuck the shit out of you. I would.
What did he say? People are gonna clip that. You know that I don't.
Clip it. I know you don't. Come on, but that's the thing. Why can't we have fun?
Bruh. That's an interesting way of putting. That makes sense.
He's jealous. Fuck yeah. Been knew I was that bitch. I didn't need a man to tell him to fuck.
And Hypnotic again, member for 1 month. Thank you. Enjoy First Berserker. What's that black stuff between an elephant's toes? Slow natives. Wait.
Wild.
Yeah. On the other end of the spectrum. Yes.
Okay.
I'd say that goes out of dad into dark, but sure, yeah.
Definitely dark.
Somebody replies and it says, "This is embarrassing." And he says, "Not as embarrassing as your take on trans kids. It was not researched. It was cruel and it had no basis in facts. So forgive me if I don't take all your takes that seriously." Who's this person?
Bruh.
Look at the fucking thumbnail. God of Cock Meltdown. Oh my God, look at this. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Trans kids, for sure, man.
Right, but you're giving an opinion on an article with a headline that's inflammatory. So the fact that you're giving an opinion on what's on screen,
Did
can
I
I
focus on the inflammatory nature of the headline?
Well, can I assume that everything in this article you would agree with?
You shouldn't assume. It makes an ass out of yourself and me.
Okay, so then
down his timeline, you're gonna see a lot of ass and titties. Okay, me on my Twitter timeline, you ain't gonna see none of that. As a matter of fact, like I can show you, I can scroll down my entire news feed on Twitter. Why would you ruin my point? I'm trying. God damn. Why would you ruin it? I didn't do that. I don't know who this chick is. Why would you do that? I can't even edit it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Someone you love been canceled? Have you been the target of online harassment because of something you said or refused to be compelled to say by the mob? Did you mistakenly think you could be an individual, form your own opinions, and keep all of your friends? Did your social credit score tanked because you had a conversation with, subscribe to, or follow someone who suffers from wrongthink? Have you been called a literal Nazi because you think taking care of one's physical health is important? Have you tried apologizing for your transgressions only to find out you actually poured gasoline on the they-them flames? Have you ever had a politically incorrect thought, or heaven forbid, made an off-color joke? Well, we here at the Office of the Cancelled are here for you. As a member of the club, we offer exclusive trading cards, flak jackets, lapel pins, access to bomb shelters, as well as audio tracks from based artists that are sure to pump you up for a day at the range and get some of that much-needed two-way therapy. Remember, folks, you're only canceled if you let yourself be canceled, and every one of those collectivist NPCs can go fuck themselves.
Eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. Eat the cat, eat the cat.
I'll wait some time because the longer we wait, like the more realistic it'll be, you know, when he comes back to life. The touch of the black man in a woke story. The God hand shining down, shining upon thee. White man as you lay down. This white man and couple in background. Understand the power of a black man is a God hand.
Pro-black Twitter!
I breathe life into you. One touch is not enough from greatness. One touch from the black man. Watch me do it again. Kneel and be amazed at the touch of the black man. I bring life. I bring life.
Pro-black Twitter hoes!
That's right! That's right!
Robocock, don't clip that, no!
Bruh.
Oh God, that's getting clipped.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Oh shit. I was doing so good tonight too.
Drops, retard. Robocock. Fight back! Fight back! Mamma mia. Hey, punk! You got another one to do if you still want that ad money, so let's go! Welcome home! That's racist!
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live, boys. We are live, we are live, we are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do that, boys, you got to bring it in close. Come on, let's go, man. Let's go. Bring it in close. We are a little bit past the halfway point of this month already. Bring it in. Come hang out with us. Hug it out right now. Touch each other just barely inappropriately, but not completely inappropriately. And whatever you do, it's still November. I swear to God.
Do not touch the fucking turkey!
If you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. Do it. Do it now. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching on Twitter, like the post. And if you're watching anywhere else, you lick feet.
I am the foot god, Kaida.
So like the stream. Don't let it happen to you. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking? What are we checking today? All right, so we're going to officially react to the Game Awards stuff today, finally. We didn't get to do it yesterday. That'll be one of the first things we do today. But we got plenty of other things to talk about. What are we talking about today? Wasabi and salad check? That's interesting. Hot spiced apple cider check. Okay. Pickleball check. Shaolin Showdown. Okay. Where will the turkey be today? Check. I have no idea. Game Awards check. Yo check. Waking up check. Whoop-de-fucking-do check. Almost Christmas check. Cater foot check. Rainmaker check. Testicular fortitude check. Heated blanket check. Prostate check. No touch the turkey check. Larry Croft returns check. Grilled chicken sandwich with barbecue chips on the side check. Why is everybody eating so good tonight? What the fuck? That's amazing. Xbox is retarded check. VTubers rule check. Rising the dead check. Mamma Mia check. That damn turkey check. Guys, that's amazing. All right, guys, listen, our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Like the stream. Like it. Like it. Let's do the Big and Army roll call. Let's see who is in this chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku urinalist, Black Samurais that unfortunately did exist at one point but no longer do, and unofficial moderators that are desperately looking and waiting and hoping that today is the day that we do not hit 500 tier ones in a row.
You said his channel was dying and he wouldn't get any more donations, so why aren't we getting fucking donations?
They're out there, boys. They're out there. Today's the day. Frenchie07, Colonel Ruv, Calculator Golem, Dark Obsidian, the voice in the water. We got Ak75. We got Magni 32, Creepier 07. We got Gamergator over on X. We got Deku Leader 5372. We got Felstef, Matthew with the Hero Priest. We got Radio Chimp. We got T-Ball Gaming, Jackson Cabrera. We got Christopher Lloyd, Tanya Raven, Nick Havoc, The Journey to...
Holy shit.
So let me get this straight. So you went from surfing. You went from surfing to somehow landing at the Eiffel Tower. You went from Antarctica to surfing to now you're at the Eiffel fucking Tower. So you're all the way on the other side. You're on the others. Wow. All right. Well then, just be careful, man. Be careful. It's a little bit dangerous over there right now. Yeah, don't question it. Yeah, I know. Seriously, I'm not going to question it anymore. Beautiful Zexel. What's up, dude? How you doing? Raven Rainfall. Marius. Lionheart Cowboy. David Vest. What's up, dude? Dark Dibos. What's up, man? Secret Final Boss. No Guyber TB. We got Gaming Wolf 87. Shinville. We got Ricky D. Oliver. Adam. We got Sleeping Nova. Genetic Explorer over on Rumble. Colonel Ruv. Mr. Melancholy. Felstaff. The Benjar. We got Dietrich over on Rumble. We got Deku Leader, Limitless Andre, Ron DFK, Dylan B, Alucard, Beat Again. Who else we got, man? Adair Soto. We got K-Vol. We got Taffy. Light Ferret over on Rumble. Ali Kusanagi. Adam Rabiel. We got Full Metal 921. Ron DFK. Who else is in here? Torinol over on Rumble. We got Draconic over on Rumble again. We got Lights. We got Spectral Prober. We got Ali Kusanagi. We got Thomas Payton. The Mervoth. Phil Espa. Blue Octopussy. Luck E-Boy. Who else is here? Groove 333. All right, 4 more people, boys. 4 more people. And then we got to get on with the show, man. Like the stream. 4 more people. Let's go. We got Aloof Liberty. Joel Jimenez. Mad Freds. We got Randall the Vandal. Who else we got in here? This is Sparta 9000. Thank you, sir. We got Glowmide Prince. We got Zeroist. And last but not least, we got 17 Crash Gaming. AI This. Valkyria Winter. And Release the McCracken. All right, guys, I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member and let's see who is going to get the amazing money shot today, ladies and gentlemen. Who is it going to be? Who's going to get it? Come on, let's find out. Let's find out. It's going to be interesting. What's up, Dweezy? How you doing? We got Mr. Melancholy says to go down with the booty hole protected by no footsies, no Booty Adams, no Yasuke by 8. You touch the turkey. Prepare to get John Claus by the Mexican grandma and lick Brie Larson's feet. That's nasty, bro. 1. Fuck. And then let me click it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lionheart Cowboy opening the time portal with the combo breaker down by 11. Pulls you in and leaves you behind. No parry, block, or reversal allowed. Closes time portal. Maximum stun. All moves reduced to 1. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Holy shit.
Zero Hero. Zero Hero. Tempting the chat and saying, bring it on, man. Bring it on. Bring it on. It's all good. Bring it on. Bring it on. Zero Hero. Wow. Well, I mean, to be fair, you did ask for it. Just being fair. So congratulations to Zero Hero. You are the recipients of the money shot today.
What the?
Like the stream. Like it right now. All right, guys, listen, we got a lot we got to talk about today. So let's go over some of the subjects that we have, but trust me, we got a lot. All right. We're obviously going to be going over the Game Awards. We didn't get to do it yesterday. We're going to do it today, as promised. We're going to go over all the nominations. We're going to talk about every single one of them. We're definitely going to go over that today. But some of the main topics we're going to talk about today, well, there's 2 of them. 1, Megabonk being removed from the Game Awards. It's an amazing situation. It's something you don't really quite see very often. The developer chose to remove themselves from the Game Awards. And we will talk about why that is. And to be honest, I don't necessarily agree because I feel like, well, if that's the case, everybody should remove themselves from that category. But in any case, we'll talk about it and we'll explain why Megabonk removed themselves from the Game Awards. We're also going to cover that story yesterday about Take-Two CEO saying that gaming is moving towards PC gaming. It's got a lot of console people, some of the more hardcore console people in their feelings. And we're going to talk about that while also talking about how Valve has said that the Steam machine is better than what 70% of all PC gamers have at their home, which is a conversation that we've had, you know, on SNH regarding the power of the Steam machine, whether or not it's enough, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to talk about those 2 things. Those are the 2 main topics for the day. We got a million other small topics, fast topics that we have to go over. Epic Games apparently finally did something good. Epic Games launcher finally, after like how many years, did something good, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, it's a shock. It is a shock. So we're going to definitely talk about that. And we're going to talk about something that Bobby Kotick said, something really stupid regarding Minecraft. We'll talk about that. And we got a bunch of indie games to look over. We got Xbox getting felted by Insider Gaming. I don't even know why they wrote this, but they just decided to, so I just thought it was hilarious. And that's basically it. We got funny videos to go over. So with all that being said, there is no retard of the day, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to skip it because, well, we need all the time we can get because we got some stuff we got to react to. So let's just get into the number one segment on YouTube, the number one segment on Rumble, the number one segment all around the galaxy. This segment is none other than the pre-stream legend.
Money, print money, cash,
money, wealth,
capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash,
money, wealth,
capitalism, raise a bunch of money, Superchat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no-code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
That's right. We got ourselves the pre-stream legends, ladies and gentlemen, where if we get lucky today is going to be the day where we will hit 500 tier ones in a row.
Fuck, you got another donation. Add it to the total. Sigh.
And if we get lucky, it would be 189 tier twos in a row, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. Let's see what we got, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got. Wait, what's this? I'll never recover. I'll never recover. All right, let's go with the pre-stream legends, ladies and gentlemen. First off, we got King Demon Wing with a 5 membership banger.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to King Demon Wing. Thank you for starting us off with a membership banger. And considering you are the first one to do it, you already know what that means. Shout out to King Demon Wing. Thank you so much for the 5 membership banger. We very clearly have unofficial moderators in the chat right now, ladies and gentlemen. So let's make sure we do our best to forget the rest, man. Mr. Melancholy with a legendary $3 super sticker. Thank you, Mr. Melancholy. I appreciate that, man. Ali Kusanagi continuing the membership train with 1 membership. Thank you so much, Ali Kusanagi. I appreciate that. Gray Soul with a 2 says dark humor is like food. Not everyone gets it. That's pretty dark, but also true. Mr. Spanglish with a $1. Thank you so much, Mr. Spanglish. I appreciate that, man. Legend. And then Darth Dimos dropping a massive $99.99 Red Boy Hyper.
Here we go! Mucha lucha! It's the way of life! Mucha lucha!
I think he wants redheads. I don't know about you guys. Something to, maybe it's like, maybe it's some form of a hint he's throwing out. I really don't know, but I think he wants redheads. So that's what we're going to do. The first Red Boy banger of the stream, 1 out of 5. What a hell of a way to start. Let's go.
It's a Red Boy Hyper Banger, bitches. Let's bring the ladies in.
Holy shit.
Dimos. 99.99 Red Boy Hyper Banger. Thank you so much, my man. Getting us ever so closer to tier 1 on this glorious, glorious Tuesday. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. We got K-Vol for 10 months of legendary status. Says, not sure if you saw my message earlier, but Aeon 2 looks amazing. Saw some people streaming it earlier today, getting interested in the US version. Listen, like I said before in my previous stream, now I'm not sure if you were there. I was a major fan of Aeon. Major fan of Aeon. Absolutely fucking loved Aeon. I played that game so goddamn much. It was obscene. Would love to see a return of Aeon. I didn't even know they were returning Aeon until we happened to accidentally find out like a couple of streams ago. And then we went down the rabbit hole of the trailer and everything. Super excited, super bricked about it. Eventually, if it comes out in the US, you can bet your ass that I will be trying that game and playing it. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I didn't see any gameplay, though. So that's my only concern. But knowing what Aeon was before, hopefully if they continue that and expand on it, then I have nothing to worry about. So shout out to K-Ball. Thank you, brother. Monkey Man 105 says Cat Quest 2 is just as good, if not better than the first. What key can't... Oh, my God, bro. Come on. Come on. God damn it, bro. God damn it. Monkey Man, thank you so much. Cat Quest 2 is amazing. Way better than the first one. The first one was fun in its own way. The second one expands on it completely. The third one is like completely different. The third one, like in terms of gameplay, graphics, everything is literally completely different. The second one feels like an expansion of the first. The third one feels like a totally different game. Not that that's bad. I'm just telling you. They like you can clearly see the progression between all three games. But I've platinumed the second and the third one, so there you go. Backbone with a 2. Bob did not deserve to get struck down. Okay. We need to stop this heresy, okay? There was no killing of Bob. Bob died of natural causes, okay? I tried to save Bob. He was going to get attacked by a zombie. I killed the zombie, and then Bob died at the same time of AIDS. There's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do about that, okay? Like, stop with the heresy. This is insane, man. Bob died of AIDS. How do you not know that? Okay, who is Bob? He's an unfortunate victim that we found in our Dying Light streams. You know, he died of AIDS, and everybody keeps saying that I killed him, but I didn't kill him. I didn't kill Bob. All right. R.I.P. Bob. Why Hypno? I didn't do anything. He died of AIDS. The lies, man. The lies. BioT with a 5. When are turkeys the most grateful? The day after Thanksgiving. McLoving loves you. That's fucking dark, bro. That's fucking dark. Jay Viper with a 5. You can't even trust anyone in the super chats anymore. Bunch of turkeys out here. Pretty much. Thank you, Jay Viper, for the 5. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. All right, we're all caught up on YouTube. Let's go check Rumble. Crash Collins with a 5 says, here's to helping you get to 500 tier 1s in a row. Thank you, Crash Collins. I appreciate that. We're getting closer and closer to Camelot streak. Camelot is currently at like 530 something. I think he's at like 536 or something like that. So we're getting close, man. We're getting close. We got to get to 500 to be in the same bracket as Camelot. DJ Conic with $1 says $1. Thank you. Appreciate that. Toradol with a 2 says unofficially mod this and drops a 2-banger. Thank you, sir. Deadeye's Lock with $1. What hits the wall both under DUI and sober? They can reach strong numbers higher than used cars and are expensive for no reason. Strong, independent women. Yeah, I saw that coming. I saw that. Still funny, by the way. But I saw that coming. And we are all caught up. We are all caught up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to do some... By funny videos, I mean probably just one. I think I only have one funny video. Yeah, I got one funny video. Check this out. This is XQC checking out the streamer awards. And there is a certain, I guess there's a certain category called Hidden Gem Award, which is supposed to be like for small streamers or streamers that nobody knows of. He found out the hard way, and it's pretty fucking hilarious what he found out. Check this out.
Hidden Gem Award. I vote this guy. I don't care. Next.
Carrot, where are you looking?
My neck. Working.
Yo, not everything out there is little green guys.
Oh no. Oh no, you found out today. Emotional damage. Oh my god, you found out today, my guy. I don't know what the fuck that is, bro. Holy shit. That's insane. Poor guy, man. Yeah, seriously. I think he remains ignorant to the well, I don't think so really, but you know, there's some wild shit out there. Protect your booty hole always. All right, boys. We got to go over the indie games, ladies and gentlemen. We got some interesting ones, man. Indie showcase time. Let's go.
All right, folks, it's time for the Indie Game Showcase.
All right, first one's up. It's called Proteus, The Elder Veil. This is their reveal trailer. I think for like their DLC or something like that, but I have never seen this game. Proteus, The Elder Veil. Check this game out. Very interesting looking game. Hold on, let's pause this, put the audio up. God, Twitter is so fucking annoying with their audio bar. It always disappears. Okay, here we go. Let's check this out.
I can already feel it.
That's what she said.
Rage is taking over.
That's what she said.
The desire for blood permeates your rotting flesh. Come to me.
Oh, yeah.
End this reality with a stab of your spear. Plunge us into everlasting darkness. You are nothing but a puppet.
Bro, that shit looks amazing, bro. Give me a boomer shooter is such a simple concept, but I'm almost always sold on a boomer shooter. Like, how can you fuck up a boomer shooter, bro? Sincerely, how can you fuck up a boomer shooter? This looks amazing. It's called Proteus, The Elder Veil, and it's available pretty much everywhere. Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, PS4, PS5, Steam, everything. So definitely badass. Check this one out in the future. I highly, highly, highly recommend that. Let's move on to the next one really quick. And then we're going to catch up on Super Chats because I think I just saw a Red Boy Hyperbanger. Hypnotic, terrible gameplay and optimization. Why would you say that? It ran perfectly smooth. Do not let StreamYards give you the idea that the game is not running smooth. The game ran very smooth. This game is called Jump Space. And apparently, if you are a Sea of Thieves fan or anything like that, you will enjoy this game. So let's check this one out. Jump Space. Here we go. Was that pineapple on pizza? Yeah, no. All right, never mind. We don't gotta look at that game. It's fine. All right, moving on. Next game. I'm just kidding. Never mind. I'm just kidding. Stop it.
Parking procedure initiated. Parking procedure. Caution. It seems that this facility has initiated a lockdown protocol. Anticipate resistance as you proceed.
Wow. Bro, I mean, again, you know, one of the things I was saying before the other day is like, what it means to be an indie game these days, that meaning has changed, man. These games are looking more, it's like some of them anyway, are looking more and more like bigger projects. It's fucking crazy, man. Like, honestly, AAA development has completely lost its crown in terms of like, oh, automatic quality. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Definitely looks interesting. And consider checking it out. It's called Jump Space. Check it out. It's a passion project, yeah. This one looks awesome too. This one's called Ghost Vanguard. Check this one out. Ghost Vanguard. I like the animations. Really smooth, really quickly. The art's pretty cool too. My kind of thing. Just keep in mind too, this game was inspired by beat 'em ups like Streets of Rage. So it's gonna have that kind of a gameplay, which I am all for that. Did he just Kamehameha? Yo, this guy just fucking Kamehameha, bro. That's crazy. It's got a parry system. You can clearly see that. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. This one, I'm 100% wishlisting this, without a doubt. Parry system, beat 'em up combat. I like the graphics, the animation in it. This has a lot of things combined, and it's like got a little bit of roguelike in it too. Yeah, no, I'm definitely 100% wishlisting this one. This one's really nice. Ghost Vanguard. Check that one out on Steam when you get a chance. And I think we got one more. Soulgrave. Yeah, we got one more. Soulgrave. Check this one out. This one I wasn't 100% sure on, but it looked interesting to me. The character's a little bit meh, but I like the combat. So, hold on. Oh, yeah, and the music, too. I forgot about the music. That one's called Soulgrave. I like the combat. I like the music. I like the animations. The main character, obviously depends on the story. Not really too interesting right now, in my opinion, in terms of the main character, but willing to give it a shot if it's something that actually has good gameplay. So definitely going to check that one out as well. I think that's the last one. Yeah, that's the last one. All right. Let's catch up on Super Chats. That's it for the Indie Showcase, and then we're going to get into the Game Awards. But before we do that, 16-bit dude, the legend for 5 months, says 5 months of bigotry and goonery. And I'm not repenting. Also, for a $99.99 Red Boy Hyper Banger, the second of the
Mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha.
He says, give them the Latinas. So dramatic. You love to see it. The second Red Boy of the stream, 2 out of 5.
Okay, everyone, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Holy shit.
16-bit dude dropping the blessing on the chat with a 99.99 Red Boy Hyperbanger. Thank you so much, 16-bit dude. I appreciate that, man. You absolute fucking legend. Unbelievable. Tanya Raven with a 2, pimping out the hot mamas for Red Boys. Turkey meat. Yeah, pretty much. You nailed it. James Ott with a 5, because AAA dumped the talent for DEI hires. That's why indies are picking up actual talent. Or, I got one even better, James Ott. Instead of indies picking up hot talent, right? The hot talent is making their own studios, becoming indie studios, right? A lot of these developers, they got tired of being around just AAA losers. They ended up making their own studios. Look at what happened with Sandfall Interactive. Sandfall Interactive spawned from a couple of people who were bored of working at Ubisoft. And then they ended up hiring a bunch of people who, for the most part, didn't even have experience in what they were working on. Obviously, they knew what they were doing, but they didn't have any like actual background experience. It's amazing. It is an amazing thing, man. Mervoth with a 5. When we look back at the 2020s, this will be the indie golden era. I feel like we haven't seen this kind of scene since PS1, PS2 era of games. Thoughts? I would agree with that. Especially over the last 2 years. I think like the last 2 years specifically have been unbelievable. Maybe even 3 years, but let's just say like 2 years. 2 years have been unbelievable for indie gaming. It is, and this year especially is wow. This year's unbelievable for indie games, but like the last 2 years have been incredible. Incredible. So definitely a great time for indie gaming. What is hold on, there was a comment. No, Guyber says, but don't forget we still get indie slop. Look at Build the Rocket Boy. Oh yeah, of course. Of course. You're there. It's like it's like okay, let me make this clear. Just because it's a golden age for indie gaming doesn't mean that every indie game is amazing, right? Just like we get AAA slop, we're also going to get indie slop. That's just what it is, right? Like anytime you're in a creative space, you're not like everything is not going to hit. Okay. So when we praise indie games, that's not to ignore the bad games that are out there. There are obviously bad indie games out there. Like everybody knows that. But, you know, the truth is that these indie studios have little to no resources. Most of them are self-funded or funded by 1 or 2 investors. And that's it. So what they're able to accomplish with minimal investment or minimal resources is way more impressive than what a AAA studio with all the resources in the world is able to accomplish, right? I'm more impressed by people that make games like Ball Pit, right? Or make games like Megabonk or games like Tormented Souls, for example. I'm more impressed by them instead of anything that comes out of Xbox, one of the richest companies in the fucking world, you know? So not to say that they can't come out with anything good because Xbox absolutely can. I'm just saying. We're not dealing with absolutes here. All right, let's continue. I think we're caught up on everything. Let me just double check really quick. Rumble. Did anything come in on Rumble? Let me see. Nope. We're good on Rumble. Okay, let's continue. All right. Thank you again, 16-bit dude. You absolute fucking legend. I think you got us extremely close to tier 1. So we might be able to get 500 tier 1s in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be insane. All right, man. It is time. It is time. It is time. We did not get to do this yesterday. We are going to do this today. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get to every topic we possibly can, and we're reacting to it today. It is only 10 minutes long. And by only, I mean it's still Jeff Keighley, so let's be real. This is the Game Award nominations. We get to talk about every single nomination. Let's check out what games are being nominated and see what's going to go on. Now, just so you guys are aware, for those of you that may be watching the playback or for those of you watching right now, we are going to be trying, well, I'm going to be trying to do a group. I'm going to try to do a group react to the Game Awards with SNH on the day that it drops. So I think it's a Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. We're going to try to do like a multi-stream where we all stream to our own channels, but it's the same stream. And we're going to do it. We're going to do it with the SNH crew. So we're going to get together, have some fun, laugh at things, and see if I owe Smash JT $100. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into it, boys. Jeff Keighley's Game Awards nominations. Let's see what we got going on.
It's Jeff Keighley, and the Game Awards season is officially here, leading up to our live show streaming everywhere on Thursday, December 11th. Welcome to our 2025 Global Nomination Announcement Special. Every year, we come together as a community to celebrate and, of course, debate the absolute best in video games. And, of course, also get a look at what's next from our industry's most talented creators. This year,
I got to be honest with you. The only reason why I personally watch the Game Awards is for the trailers. That's the only reason why I've ever watched the Game Awards. Because I know, like, the industry is the ones that are behind the voting. I think player votes are only like 10% of the vote. 90% is the industry. So I only really watch it for the trailers to see if there's anything good coming out. Other than that, that's really
there have
it.
been so many incredible games created and updated, but only a handful have the honor of being selected as nominees for the Game Awards by our global voting jury. Who's in the running? Well, you're about to find out as we reveal this year's nominees.
By our global voting jury. He makes it sound so official. He doesn't just want to say gaming urinalist. And obviously a couple of outside people
across all the categories. And you can help select the winners by voting at thegameawards.com. All right, should we do it? Here's the first category. For Best Performance, the nominees are Ben Starr for Clair Obscur Expedition.
Yo, why the fuck is this guy everywhere, bro? Ben Starr is literally everywhere. He was in Dead Take in Abu Bakr Salim's fucking horror game that I played. This guy is literally everywhere now.
33. Charlie Cox for Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Don't you guys think it's hilarious that Charlie Cox was nominated for Best Performance in a role that he didn't even know he was playing? Did you guys ever see the interview with Charlie Cox where he was like, yeah, I didn't even know who Gustav was. Everybody was coming up to me saying great performance, and he was thinking it was for Daredevil, but no, it was for fucking Gustav. It's hilarious, bro.
Erika Ishii for Ghost of...
Yuck. Oh my God.
Yote. Jennifer English for Clair Obscur.
Hello.
Expedition.
Oh, hello. Hold on. Damn, 3 Expedition 33. Wow.
33. Konatsu Kato for Silent Hill F.
Konatsu Kato! You're the reason why there's a casual mode in the fucking game, lady.
And Troy Baker for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Dude, did somebody chisel this man's fucking jaw before he was born? Holy shit, bro. This guy almost has a perfect V-shaped chin jawline. Like, what the fuck? It's like an artist went inside his mom's vagina. He was like, hold on, let me make sure this is perfectly angular. What the hell, bro?
For Best Ongoing Game, the nominees are Final Fantasy XIV.
Nope. This is the first time where I'm going to say Final Fantasy XIV doesn't deserve shit. Straight up. Straight up. I got to be real with you. The first year where I'm going to say, nope, Final Fantasy XIV doesn't deserve shit.
Night, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, and No Man's Sky.
I feel like No Man's Sky does deserve to win because, my God, they refuse to give up on that game, bro. They refuse to give up on that game, and almost everything released was free, if not everything, you know? Straight up.
For Best Mobile Game, the nominees are
Who the fuck
Destiny
plays mobile
Rising,
games?
Persona 5, The Phantom X, Sonic Rumble, Uma Masume, Pretty Derby, and Wuthering Waves.
Bro.
This year's nominees
Seriously?
for Best Art Direction are Clair Obscur, Expedition 33,
Okay.
Death Stranding 2, On the
Okay.
Beach,
Makes sense.
Ghost of Yote.
What? The best art direction? It's literally Tsushima with a woman in it. What do you mean best art direction? They didn't even change the direction. They went in the same direction they went last time. It's the same fucking game. Been talking about best art direction. It's unbelievable.
Hades 2 and Hollow Knight Silksong.
Hollow Knight Silksong has amazing art direction, in my opinion. As much as I love Expedition 33, Hollow Knight Silksong from an art perspective is so impressive with the way that it plays. Like, just the way everything is set up, it actually is amazing. But to be fair, Expedition 33 is also amazing in terms of their art direction. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. I don't know who's gonna win that one. I'm gonna have to think on that one for a little bit.
For best score in music, leveled up by Spotify, the nominees are.
Wait, what? Best score in music leveled up by Spotify? That is so fucking gay. Is this your way to sponsor a category? Hey guys, we'll pay you money for this category. You just got to say leveled up by Spotify. And Jeff Keighley's like, sure, I'll say that. That's going to cost you about $500,000.
Christopher Larkin for Hollow Knight Silk Song. Darren Korb for Hades 2. Lorianne Testar for Claire Obscure Expedition
Expedition 33 should win. Let me see what the other ones are.
33. Toma Otoa for Ghost
Get the fuck out of here with this
of
shit.
Yote. And Woodkid and Ludwig Forsell for Death Stranding 2.
That's tough. That's tough because I know how good the music was in the first Death Stranding. I didn't play the second Death Stranding, but I got to be real with you. Expedition 33 just has mind-blowing music. Mind-blowing music, bro. I feel like that belongs to 33 all day long.
On the Beach.
As much as I like the music in the first one.
The best audio design nominees are Battlefield 6.
Battlefield 6 does have really good audio design. You can literally hear every fucking little thing imaginable in that game. It actually plays an important part in the gameplay.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. Ghost of Yote. And...
Yo, get this fucking game out of here. How is this game getting nominated for everything but Game of the Year?
Silent Hill F.
Silent Hill F? Okay, I could see that. I could see that. As much as I didn't like Silent Hill F that much, I could definitely see that. Although compared to Battlefield sound design and Expedition 33 sound design, I don't know about that. I'm going to have to say it's 33 again all day long.
Best Adaptation was added to the Game Awards in 2022 to recognize an outstanding show, movie, or other creative work inspired by and based on an established video game world. Here are this year's nominees for Best Adaptation.
Oh, great.
A Minecraft movie.
A Minecraft. Get this fucking shit out of here, Devil May Cry, fake ass anime. Minecraft movie will probably win this one.
Adaptation. A
Minecraft movie will probably win this one. It was massive. If the Minecraft movie, again, I don't care for the movie. I'm just being real with you. The movie was massive. Like I don't see how this would lose, to be honest with you.
Minecraft movie. Devil May Cry. Splinter Cell Deathwatch.
Get this fucking shit out of here, bro. Splinter Cell Deathwatch. This absolute fucking trash. Get this out of here, bro.
The Last of Us Season 2. And
nobody liked Season 2. It dropped off like 60% viewership. Just like the video game dropped off 50% retail copies sold. It's the same thing.
And Until Dawn. For Best Narrative.
Faye says the game that you played with King Arthur, what, Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon, that had amazing music too, but it's not comparable to Expedition 33. I'm actually kind of sad Tainted Grail didn't get nominated for anything, I think. I feel like it did deserve to get at least nominated for like RPG, but it did not.
The outstanding nominees are Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. Ghost of Yote.
Get the fuck out of here. How is Ghost of Yote in best narrative with other juggernauts like Death Stranding and fucking Expedition 33? How is that even possible? What's the narrative? It's the same narrative as Assassin's Creed Shadows. Girl is angry. She's going on revenge. She kills everybody. Congratulations.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Silent Hill F.
I could see that too a little bit with Silent Hill F. I could see it. But it's not as good as Expedition 33. That's gonna go again. I didn't play Death Stranding 2. I can tell you Death Stranding 1 is an amazing story. I know people out there like, oh, Walking Simulator. You guys have no idea what you're talking about half the time when it comes to Death Stranding. I was one of those people that said Walking Simulator. I was very wrong. But regardless, it's fine. You can have your opinion. Death Stranding was an amazing story. Typical Hideo Kojima fucking psycho story. But I got to be real with you. Expedition 33 is just better. It's just better. Again, I haven't played Death Stranding 2, so I'm not gonna speak from any kind of factual standpoint. I'm just gonna say that I played Death Stranding 1. I loved it. And I played Expedition 33. And Expedition 33, as much as I loved Death Stranding, was just better. Not by a ton, but it was just better, in my opinion. So, I don't know.
Best Community Support celebrates game developers who continually and transparently engage, support, and respond to their players. This year's nominees are Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14.
Get this shit out of here.
Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky.
It's literally the same games as last year, by the way. for best community support, it's the same games.
Your nominees for Games for Impact are...
Oh, the DEI award. The DEI award. Let's go. Games for Impact. Let's fucking go. This is the best award of the show. Games for Impact. The one everybody wants, right? Everybody loves this one. You know what this is? This is a category for games that nobody played, but they wanted to give a reward anyway because they hyped up these games as being so important, but they were so important that nobody played them. So they have to give them a reward to make them feel special. Otherwise, they have to be reminded every day that nobody played these fucking games. Let's see.
Consume Me.
Nobody played. How many people played this game? Let me see. Maybe I'm wrong. SteamDB. Let's see. I'm going to check every single one of these. Consume Me. Let's see. Highest concurrent player count, 145. Okay, let's continue.
Despelote.
Despelote. How the fuck you spell that? Despelo... What? Oh, No, that's desolate. Did I fuck that up? How you spell that shit? Go back. Despelote. Okay. Despelote. 30 concurrent players at its highest. 30. 3-0. 3-0. All right, let's check Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. The worst of the entire franchise, by the way. 2,996. Okay.
Lost Records, Bloom and Rage.
What's
South
next?
of Midnight.
South of Midnight. Okay, let's see. South of Midnight. And all the people who cope for these games are going to be like, whoa, these games, they're on Game Pass or something like that. That's why nobody played them on Steam. Steam doesn't matter. 1,438 for South of Midnight. Okay.
And Wonderstop.
Wonderstop. That game, I think, is doing okay. That might be the only one. Let me see. Never mind. I lied. 1,317 at its all-time highest for Wonderstop. So again, this is an award for games nobody played. That's basically what this award is. Games for Impact. Meaning this is an award for games that nobody fucking played any of these games.
In the category of Best Multiplayer, the nominees are Arc Raiders, Battlefield.
Best multiplayer, Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6. That's
Elden Ring Night Reign.
Night Reign.
And Split Fiction.
That's hard. That's a hard one. Split Fiction is really fun multiplayer game, but it's really only for 2 people. So, I mean, yes, that counts as multiplayer, but when I think of multiplayer, I think of something more than that. I feel like Arc Raiders should take that no contest, even against Battlefield 6, which is an amazing video game. Again, that's a hard one. I wouldn't be sad if any of these games won, with the exception of what the fuck was
Battlefield 6, Elden Ring Night.
Like Elden Ring Night Reign, I could see how that might definitely win.
Rain.
Even though I'm not a fan of it.
Peak
is, I mean, it's amazing to see an indie game, bro. Peak, a video game that was made in a month, 1 month, is up here with Juggernauts. Juggernauts. Do you guys not see how incredible that is? Peak is up here against fucking Elden Ring, Battlefield 6, Arc Raiders, and Split Fiction. Juggernaut games. And this game was made in a month. That's crazy, bro. Unbelievable.
Split Fiction. Best Independent Game celebrates games with a high degree of risk tolerance, produced outside the traditional publisher system.
What the wait, a high degree of risk tolerance? What the fuck does that mean? You couldn't just, oh my God, you couldn't just say the games that were made outside of the, anyway. Okay, whatever.
His nominees are Absalom, Ball.
Oh, Absalom is on there. Wow, nice.
Pit, Blueprints, Flare Obscure Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong.
Oh, that's tough. That is tough, bro. That's a tough one. Where's Duck Off? They're not gonna nominate Duck Off, bro. Or it might have not hit the cutoff point. That's tough. This is tough.
These are.
Let me see.
Absalom.
I didn't play, but I heard good things about it.
Ball Pit.
Ball Pit I played. The game is fucking crack. It is literally crack. You can play that game like nonstop. It's fucking crack, bro.
Blueprints
I never played.
Flare Obscure
Expedition 33 obviously is amazing. So amazing to the point where people feel like it shouldn't even be in this category. But just because the game is amazing doesn't mean it's not an indie game, because it is.
Expedition 33, Hades 2.
Hades 2. Well, there you go. I like the first Hades. I didn't play the second Hades because of the weird fucking way that they drew the characters. I think I had it gifted to me. I was gonna try it eventually, but I put it on my backlog. I'm like, I really don't care to play it right now.
And Hollow Knight Silksong.
Hollow Knight Silksong, I haven't even got to play yet. I've been so busy playing all these other games. It's unbelievable. But this is also another game that I'm definitely going to play without a doubt. And I know I'm going to like it because I like the first Hollow Knight. So
Best debut indie game recognizes a development team that hasn't won a game award before. In fact, these teams published their first game this year. The nominees are Blueprints,
Best debut indie game, Blueprints,
Clair Obscur, Expedition 33.
100% Expedition 33. And I'm going to utilize Expedition 33 as my example as to why I don't agree with why the Megabonk developer pulled out from this category, but we're gonna talk about it.
3, Despilote, Dispatch, and Megabonk. For best
So for those of you guys that don't know, Megabonk pulled out of that category. We're gonna talk about it later on in the show. We're gonna dive into that a little bit more. But the reason why he pulled out of it, I don't agree with, because if that's the case, then Expedition 33 should not be there either. You know? So they're going to have to add another game into that category because Megabonk's no longer there.
The AR game, the nominees are Alien Rogue Incursion, Arcan Age, Ghost Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR, and The Midnight Walk.
The Midnight Walk is fantastic. I never played it in VR, but I can only imagine how interesting that game would be in VR, considering how interesting it was without VR. It's definitely a video game that I'll be very curious to check out VR. It's one of those like weird... I'm telling you, man, Nightmare Before Christmas style animation, fantastic. Very creepy, but at the same time, not creepy. I don't know how to explain it, but the Midnight Walk is really cool. The ending still to this day shocked me. I didn't think it was going to end the way that it ended. Fucking sad, man.
For Content Creator of the Year, the nominees are...
Nobody cares.
Pedro.
Nobody cares.
Sanat,
No, nobody cares.
Moist Critical.
Why are you
Sakura
up there?
Miko.
Moist Critical being up there, but Asmongold's not up there. Now, you explain to me why that is.
And the Burnt Peanut.
I just want the Peanut to win just because everybody else could go fuck off.
Part of the Game Awards is looking forward to what's next. And don't worry, we'll have lots of games to announce for you on December 11th. But what's the most anticipated upcoming game? Here are the nominees.
Grand Theft Auto 6. I don't even need to see this. Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to win this year, just like I think it won last year. I'm pretty sure it won last year, didn't it? Didn't Grand Theft Auto 6 win last year for most anticipated game? I'm almost positive it did.
On currently announced titles. 007 First Light.
Nope.
Grand Theft Auto 6. Marvel's Wolverine. Resident Evil Requiem. And The Witcher 4.
Now, to be fair, those are all major titles. Any one of them, for the most part, could win, but let's be real, it's not going to. Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be the one that's going to win this, probably.
The best action-adventure game nominees are Death Stranding 2.
I got to play this, man, but I'm waiting for it to come out on PC. The moment it does, I'm going to play it.
On the Beach. Ghost of Yote.
It's literally Tsushima with a woman in it.
Hollow Knight Silksong.
That's amazing that this game is up there with these other games.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Had a great time with this game. Definitely more of an adventure game versus action. I really hate that they advertised this game showcasing a lot of gun gameplay that ended up being complete trash in this game, and the game was completely melee weapon focused. Like, if you played this game trying to use guns, you're actually doing yourself a disservice. If you use melee weapons and use stealth, it was way better. But whatever, anyway, that's my personal gripes with it.
And Split Fiction.
Split Fiction is a lot of fun. Definitely recommend it.
For best role-playing game, the jury selected Avowed, Clair Obscur.
Get the...
For best role-playing game, the jury selected Avowed.
Come on, my guy.
Ready? Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Come on, my guy. Avowed? Really? Avowed. Avowed? You know this shit was voted by like the 90% journalists, whoever's voting. You know this was voted by the morons in the industry They were like, we have to put this game up there. Even though we know Expedition 33 is going to win, we have to at least get it nominated. It's important. It's important. Let's use our powers as the global jury. Like, bro, Avowed? Seriously? Come on, man. Like, come on. Like, what the fuck are we doing, bro?
Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2,
All right.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Why the fuck is Monster Hunter Wilds up there? Get this shit out of here. Replace this with an actual role-playing game. What the fuck is this?
And The Outer Worlds 2.
What the fuck is... Get this shit out of here, bro. Get this out of here. This absolute fucking... Get this out of here. There were so many RPGs that released this year. There are infinitely better than Avowed and The Outer Worlds. I'm not... Again, Avowed is extremely mid. Actually, it's a little bit below mid. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I scored it like a 4 out of 10. The Outer Worlds, if it's anything like the first one, extremely mid. There are so many good RPGs that came out this year. Get this shit out of here. This is unbelievable, bro.
In the category of Best Fighting Game, the nominees are 2X.
I would have loved to see Tainted Grail up there. A way better story, a way better actual role-playing game. Tainted Grail should have been up there instead of Avowed. It's unbelievable, bro.
KO, Capcom Fighting Collection 2.
Why is a fighting game category even here, bro? They barely have enough games to fill the category.
Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage. The nominees for Best Action Game are Battlefield 6,
Fair.
Doom the Dark Ages.
Doom the Dark Ages, I guess. I mean, if you're looking at a strict action standpoint, it definitely hits all the notes, but unfortunately, it just wasn't as good as the previous iteration. Doom Eternal was just way better, in my opinion. Kind of sad, you know? I don't care for fighting games. It's not that I don't care for fighting games. It's just that I care about everything else more. You know? Like, no, like I do enjoy fighting games for sure. I definitely do enjoy fighting games. It's just not like I would rather, like, if I had to sit down and say, okay, I would rather like figure out, you know, how I'm going to spend my time. I would rather play something else, like an RPG or a shooter or something along those lines. That's just, but not that I wouldn't dabble in a fighting game. I absolutely would. That's all. I disagree. I love the Dark Ages, has the Riptorium now. Yeah, I mean, listen, I enjoyed Doom the Dark Ages for what it was. I just don't think it was as good as the Doom Eternal, me personally. I'm not saying that it's a bad game. I just don't think it's as good as Eternal. That's basically it. Let's continue.
Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4.
Oh, come on, Ninja Gaiden 4, bro.
And
we're going to be playing that soon, by the way.
Shinobi Art of...
Oh, Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Shinobi Art of Vengeance was amazing, by the way. Shinobi Art of Vengeance was amazing. If you guys did not play Shinobi, the art style was fantastic. The music was fantastic. The combat was amazing. Sincerely. Definitely got to check that out if you haven't played it yet. But I haven't played Ninja Gaiden 4 yet. I'm going to be playing it after I finish Dying Light the Beast. So I'll let you know what I think about that. But I'm sure I'm going to love it. So
Vengeance. Innovation and accessibility celebrates games that are making our industry available and enjoyable to more people. The nominees for innovation.
This is the Journalist Award. This is the award they give to the games that basically make it really easy for journalists to get involved. Right? Or the games that journalists shield really hard for. That's what this category is. It's fucking crazy.
And accessibility are Assassin's.
As Ray says, wait, didn't you already play Shinobi? Yes, which is why I said I'm going to play Ninja Gaiden 4 soon, not Shinobi.
Creed Shadows.
Get this. Oh my God, bro. You guys realize that Assassin's Creed Shadows just got veil guarded? Assassin's Creed Shadows just got veil guarded. Dragon Age the Veilguard got snubbed at the Game Awards, and the only one that it got nominated for was Innovation and Accessibility. That's the only one that Veilguard got nominated for. And Assassin's Creed Shadows just got veilguarded right now. Oh my God, bro. Amazing. To this day, there have been multiple shills that have openly admitted that while they shilled for Shadows in the beginning, they have admitted that Shadows is an extremely boring video game. For them, anyway. Right? some of them that shilled for it and fought for it and tried to claim everybody was raceless or racist only streamed the game one time and never streamed it again. It's amazing. It truly is amazing to see all of this go down with this game.
Atomfall. Doom
Oh, Atomfall, guys.
and accessibility
Hold
are
on.
Assassin's Creed Shadows. Atomfall.
Atomfall, if you haven't played Atomfall, it is a damn good game. It is a damn good game because Atomfall is one of those old school experiences with a like it doesn't hold your hand. That's what I like about it. Literally, there is no main, like, I mean, there is, but there isn't because you have to kind of find your way. There is no main quest in the sense of like, go here, exclamation mark here, whatever. After you escape the first bunker, you can literally do whatever you want. Whatever you want. It is unbelievable how good that game is. Definitely consider checking that game out if you haven't yet. Atomfall is pretty fucking top tier. Has multiple endings. It's great. It's great.
Doom the Dark Ages. EA Sports FC.
Wait, why is Doom the Dark Ages for accessibility?
Assassin's Creed Shadows. Atomfall. Doom the Dark Ages.
Why is Doom innovation and accessibility? What did they do that was so accessible? I don't get it.
EA Sports FC 26.
What the fuck is this here for?
And South of Midnight.
Oh my God, South of Midnight. You know why South of Midnight was accessibility? Because in South of Midnight, you're literally on rails. There's no way you could deviate. It's an on rails experience, and they have an option to turn off combat. You want to talk about making things easier? I'll do you one better. You have an option to literally turn off combat in South of Midnight. That is how journalist mode we're talking right now. You could turn off combat completely. Now, granted, the combat was fucking trash, so maybe that's a good thing. But I'm just saying, that's probably why it's here.
Next up, best.
Yeah, you can skip boss fights too. It's unbelievable.
Family game. The nominees are Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyagers.
Is Lego Party any good?
Are Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego.
Has anybody played Lego Party here, by the way? I remember seeing it on, I think it was on Steam, and it looked all right. It looked pretty cool. I was just curious if it was any good because something that I might consider for like SNH Plays one day. You know, I'm always looking for like group games for SNH Plays. It's mid. People saying it's not. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, surprisingly good. Half the chat saying mid, half the chat saying good. All right, I'm probably gonna have to check it out. Kyle played it. All right, I'll watch one of his streams to see if did he stream it? If he streamed it, I'll check it out.
Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World.
Get the fuck out of here. Give me Sonic.
Sonic Racing
Better. Better.
Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction.
Oh, Split Fiction. See, the thing is, Split Fiction, is that really a family game, though? You could only play with 2 people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my problem. That's my problem with games like Split Fiction. Don't get me wrong, they're amazing, they're fun. They're definitely it's definitely like a good experience. But it's like, is it a family game? Not really. Like in comparison to Sonic Crossworlds or Mario Kart, like those are definitely way more of what you would consider to be a family game. Or even Lego Party, parent and child. Yeah, child. That's singular parent, singular child. Where's the other parent? What if you got another child? I don't know. I'm just saying. Like with the other games, you could definitely include your entire family versus Split Fiction, when you can only have 2 out of your, family. Unless you're a minority family, then chances are you don't have a father, so it's okay.
The best sim strategy game nominees are The Alters, Final Fantasy Tactics, Ivalice Chronicles.
Nice. Final Fantasy Tactics is up here. Very nice.
Jurassic World Evolution 3, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Tempest Rising, and 2 Point Museum.
Nice.
These games are nominated for Best Sports Racing Game. EA Sports FC 26, F1 25, Mario Kart World, Rematch, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
I'm glad to see Sonic getting nominated so much. I will say I wanted to try Rematch. I still want to try Rematch because it looks like fun. It looks like something that I would definitely definitely play it. Just it's again, I'm currently playing like 10 games right now. I'm not even kidding. There are 10 games that I'm working on right now. Some of which I'm working on a platform. A platform. Oh my god, I'm retarded. Platinum or like a perfect, on Steam. So it's hard. It's hard to find time, man. It really is.
Now the nominees in our 3 esports categories, starting with Best Esports Game. The nominees are Counter-Strike 2.
Nice.
Dota 2.
Nice.
League of Legends. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
What the fuck is Mobile Legends Bang Bang, bro? What is What is Mobile Legends Bang Bang? That's crazy, bro.
And Valorant. The nominees for Best Esports.
It's always the same games that get nominated, by the way, for esports. Always the same games, bro. Counter-Strike is always up there. League of Legends is always up there. Dota is always up there. Like, how many fucking awards are they gonna take for these games?
Sports athlete are Brock, Chovy, Forsaken, Kakaru, Mena RD, and Zywoo. And for Best Esports
I don't know
Team,
any of these
our
people.
Special Esports Committee nominated these teams. Gen G, League of Legends, NRG,
It's like a K-pop
Valorant,
group.
Team Falcons, Dota 2, Team Liquid PH, Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, and Team Vitality, Counter-Strike 2. Okay, we're almost done. Bang, and Team Vitality, Counter-Strike 2.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the all-female team that ended up getting fired this year. I wasn't sure. I looked at that. I'm like, wait a second. Is that the all-women's team?
Okay, we're almost done, but there are still 2 very important categories to go.
You know what's crazy? The way that he says bang bang is exactly with the same mannerism that Chris Hansen says Roblox. You know what I'm saying? Just listen very closely when he says bang bang. He sounds just like Chris Hansen when Chris Hansen's like Roblox. Like it's the same fucking mannerism.
First, Best Game Direction recognizes outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. The nominees are Claire Obscure, Expedition 33,
Okay.
Death Stranding 2.
Usually with game direction and game of the year, these two end up having the same games in the category because they're like very similar, just different titles. Usually.
On the Beach, Ghost of Yote,
Oh, never mind. Well, I guess this might be the only one that's not in there.
Hades 2, and Split Fiction.
Okay.
And now it's the big one. GOTY, Game of the Year.
Who calls it GOTY? That's so gay. Who says Game of the Year as GOTY? I've never heard that before. Have you ever heard that before? I've never heard somebody say GOTY.
Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience to players across all creative and technical fields. For this year's awards, our global TGA jury has selected the following 6 games as
Our global jury. Every time he says that, you just know that there are journalists watching this from home and they're thinking to themselves, yup, I am so important that I am part of the global jury of the Game Awards. That's me. Yes. That's what they live for, bro. They get paid the least out of everybody, but they get paid and access. That's really what it is.
the nominees for Game of the Year. Claire Obscure, Expedition 33 from
Okay.
Sandfall Interactive.
Okay.
Death Stranding 2, On the Beach
Makes
from
sense.
Kojima Productions. Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I don't know why the
from
fuck you're
Nintendo.
here, bro. Get out of here.
Hades 2 from
Why are you
Supergiant
here?
Games.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Hollow Knight Silk Song
You deserve to
from
be here.
Team Cherry. And Kingdom Come
you
Deliverance
deserve to be here,
2
too.
from Warhorse Studios.
Yeah, why the fuck is Hades 2 here? And what the fuck was the other one?
Supergiant Games.
Donkey Kong. Like, why is Donkey Kong and Hades 2 up here, bro? These games should not be up here. No disrespect to the Nintendo fans out there, but I just don't see Donkey Kong as Game of the Year in comparison to other games. Like, I feel like there was other games that were better. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Anyway,
Hollow Knight Silk Song from Team
So-
Cherry. And Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 from Warhorse Studios.
what I will say is that I was wrong. Flat out, I was wrong. I thought for sure with like all of my being that they were going to put Ghost of Yote in Game of the Year. I am extremely shocked that they didn't, especially for two reasons. Number one, Ghost of Yote is nominated in a fuck ton of things. And number two, Ghost of Yote is literally nominated in the award right before this one. It's awarded for best game direction, but it's not awarded for Game of the Year. It's just extremely shocking to me. I did not think that this was going to happen whatsoever. So that one definitely shocked me. So one half of my bet against Smash JT, I already lost. Hypnotic Yo Smash? No, I don't. Because we still have to see if Expedition 33 wins Game of the Year. But hopefully it does, because I've always wanted it to win. I just didn't think it was going to. But I'm okay. If I got to pay Smash $100, that's fine, considering he's paid me $300 this year already. Smash won. Well, see, here's the thing. This is a caveat of the same bet. It's not two different bets. It's a caveat of the same bet. So I said that Ghost of Yote will win and that Expedition 33 will lose. One half of the bet I've already lost. The second half of the bet, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. If Yote sweeps, I'm flipping tables. I guess we'll see. But yeah, no, I definitely 100% thought that Yote was going to be in Game of the Year. And usually I'm spot on with that shit. But not this time, man. Not this time. They did not put it in there, which is really weird. Hypno coping hard. How am I coping? Like, people have lost all meanings for words. How am I coping? I am 3-0 against Smash JT right now. Right now it's 3 against 0.5. How am I coping? I still won at the end of the year. What the fuck is that? That's unbelievable.
There you have it, your nominees for Game of the Year. And now that those are official, you can anticipate Lauren Balfe and the Game Awards Orchestra playing their themes as part of our musical salute to the nominees live on December 11th.
I wonder if they're going to have live music for Expedition 33. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Imagine if they have live music for Expedition 33, but then Expedition 33 doesn't win like whatever musical category there is. That would be hilarious. That'd be hilarious.
Before that, we need your help to decide which nominees become the winners. Make sure to head to thegameawards.com to cast your ballot. And new this year.
Angmar says, Hypno, what award do you think is likely to have Yote win? I think game direction. I think they would try to sneak in game direction as the second most important category for the Game Awards. I think they will try to sneak that in for sure. So, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes. But like I said, we're going to be reacting live to this, hopefully all together. If not, I mean, they're welcome to do it on their own channels, but I'm going to be reacting to it live on Thursday, December 11th, 7:30 Eastern. I'm pretty sure that's when it starts. So we'll be hanging out together. Grab your popcorn, and we'll see just how fucked this show is. I really just want to see the trailers. That's it. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see. All right, that's basically it. I'm not going to cover the rest of this. I don't think anything important happens at the end of this, so that's fine. But you guys can let me know what you think about this in the comments of the playback or the video on Hypnotic Gaming Live. Whichever way it goes, let me know. And that's it. That's the Game Awards, boys. Make the avatar wear a tuxedo. I could actually do that. Well, not a VTube avatar, but I could do a PNG avatar for sure. I don't put any credibility in this award show because it's only made of... Oh, Courageous Kirsten, trust me. I mean, I would hope not anyway, but I don't think anybody puts credibility in this award show at all. Like I said, I only watch it for the trailers. That's literally the only reason why. Because again, your vote is only 10% of the vote. The industry gets 90% of the vote. We get 10% of the vote. So it would take an ungodly number. Think about it. If the entire industry wants to give it to like Death Stranding 2, for example, it would take an ungodly amount of regular people to counter that 90% with our 10%. You know, it would take an insane amount of people, and they know that. That's why they do it that way. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Everybody knows that Kojima and Jeff Keighley are basically butt fuckers. You know, they're on each other's asses. So Kojima will most likely win something. But we'll see. He's been nominated for a lot of stuff, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, we're gonna catch up on super chats really quick, and then we're gonna do fast topics. We got a lot of fast topics, man. Let's go. Mervoth with it too. The fact that 50% of the Game Awards this year is indie is crazy. It is. It is. Again, the lines are blurring between indie and AA, AAA. Mervoth with it too. They knew Yote couldn't get Game of the Year, so get all others. Well, the thing is, if they wanted to, they could all just go in on Ghost of Yote and make it win. Because they have 90% of the vote, so they could easily do it if they wanted to. But for some reason, they didn't vote for it. I don't know. That's weird. That's interesting to me. Mervoth with it too. Alex Jordan from The Alters deserves performance W. Fair enough. Psycho with 7 months. I swear Erika Ishii is a Timu Aquafina. Currently playing Hollow Knight while listening to your stream in the background. Have a great stream. That's pretty fair. Timu Aquafina is pretty fair, for sure. Enjoy your game, man. Dead Bob. Bro. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy, bro. What?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Dead Bob with a 2 says, hi, it wasn't AIDS. Bro, what? That is so fucking crazy. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. You're not Bob because the real Bob is dead. So it was AIDS. I'm sorry, Bob. Mervoth with it too. Calling it Yote wins all 8. Expedition 33 gets Game of the Years if rigged. Maybe. I don't think Yote is going to win every single category that it's in. That would be a little bit too obvious, wouldn't it? Trashy Drifter 199. I'll call it also. Expedition 33 wins all except Game of the Year if rigged. Fair enough. Fair enough. That I can also see. Trashy Drifter 199. Most anticipated game in reality, Ananta. Is it really though? Is it really? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Zelosi with 1 membership. Thank you, Zelosi. I appreciate that. By the way, guys, we have officially hit. I forgot to mention that earlier. I don't have access to my sounds for some reason. I might have to restart my StreamYards. I don't know what's going on here. It's acting weird. Why is it acting weird? I literally can't scroll down. I don't get it. But we have officially surpassed, or I should say, we officially hit 500 tier 1s in a row, ladies and gentlemen. 500 tier 1s in a row. Shout out to you guys. Unbelievable. 500 in a row is crazy. Thank you, Alice, for the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Legendary. Speedy Cake with a 10. Speaking of Battlefield 6, they had an update last night that added a time-limited game mode and a new revolver, as well as a double-barrel pump gun and a new grip for unlocking. Very nice. I need to get back to that, man. I've been playing so much other games. It's crazy, man. There's too many games out right now. Glowmite Prince for 2 months. Tempest Rising is a spiritual successor to Command and Conquer. You should check it out. They even have a couple of Klebaki tracks in the soundtrack. I got to check that out. Thank you. Tempest Rising. I'll remember that. Camchi for 189. You don't realize they rigged it and hide the truth with lies. Yes, guys. Yes, I realize that the Game Awards is rigged. I realize that. I realize that. Thank you, Camchi. What? Seriously? Got to stop at 500? What? Why would I stop tier 1 at 500? Why would I plan on gifting you that game? Oh, thank you, man. Camchi, with 189, you should bring Fleekazoid in on Success Ubisoft. I'll think about it. Thank you, Camchi. Let's check over on Rumble. Let's see if Rumble was busy. We got a couple. Yeah, hold on. We got Torinol. Torinol with a 2. Do not forget who pays for the Game Awards or what they expect in return. Fair enough. I never forget, by the way. DJ Conic with a membership. Thank you, DJ Conic. Appreciate that. Light Ferret with $1. Expedition 33 not winning Best RPG will make the show look super bad considering how terrible the other games in that category are. That's fair. That's fair. But you never know what might happen. Light Ferret with $1. That is a bad that the only category Doom got is innovation and accessibility. I don't think that was the only one. I think it got. Didn't it get like 2? I'm pretty sure it got like 2. Deadeye's Lock with $1. Fast topics. Hey, Smash, do you know how to be fast with your debate interruptions? No, not at all. Not at all. And we got Yamato 85 with a 2 as a niche JRPG gamer. This list saddens me. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's again, I don't know what the fuck that best RPG category was, but they need to get rid of like 2 of the games there, and they need to put in 2 better games. Like Monster Hunter Wilds needs to get out of there. They need to put Tainted Grail in there. The story was amazing in that one. An actual real role-playing game. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what's going on in that category. But it is what it is, I suppose. Okay, let's get into the topics. But before we do that, I'm gonna restart StreamYards because for some reason I can't access my sounds and I need my sounds. So I need to play a clip that's long enough, and I don't know if it's gonna disappear if I refresh. All right, I'll be right back.
With a dick in her ass. Like, are you? Oh yeah.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
I'm shocked. Oh.
Bruh.
Do it the other way so y'all can. Oh, baby, I'm shocked. Oh, can you stop? Oh, I'm finna come. Oh, can you stop? Oh, fuck out of here, bro. I was in a state of shock.
I think it worked. Yeah, it worked. I'm back. You didn't even notice I left. That's how fast I am. Fast. And I got access to my sounds again. Let's go. I don't know what was going on with that. It was weird. That was weird. All right, really quick, guys. Let's go fast topics. Fast topic number 1. Oh shit! Hold on. Odin Dark with a 2. Shout out to the unofficial mods for 500 tier 1s. I agree.
Fuck, he got another donation. Add it to the total. Sigh.
I agree. Thank you, Odin Dark. All right, guys. Fast topics. Fast topic number 1. Half-Life 3 rumor again. Jesus fucking Christ. Half-Life 3 rumor again, ladies and gentlemen. It's bullshit, okay? I just want to flat out say it's bullshit, but I'm going to go through it anyway. There's another Half-Life 3 rumor going at the same time as this Half-Life 3 rumor, okay? The first Half-Life 3 rumor is that it was posted on some website. We're going to go over that in a second. The second Half-Life 3 rumor comes from this guy. Here's new information about Half-Life 3 rumor. Insider Gabe Follower says, according to their information, Valve is aiming to announce Half-Life 3 this year. Insider Gaming's Mike Straw, who, by the way, doesn't even check his own fucking articles for spell checking, says that there'll be another big Valve announcement soon, and it won't be at the Game Awards. Tom Henderson just reported there's a big game, possibly Steam Machine launch title exclusive, coming in March. Data miner Tyler McVicker says an announcement too. He speculates that it will happen in 2 to 3 weeks. Half-Life 3. Guys, seriously, at this point, can we let it go? I'm feeling like this right now. I'm literally like I'm feeling like this right now, bro. Can we just let it go? It'll happen if it's meant to happen. Otherwise, this is fucking cope. We're all literally huffing opium right now. It's worse than copium. This is crazy. Can we let it go? It's not real. All right. Yeah, no. This comment right here, I agree with 100%. At this point, Half-Life 3 is going to satisfy nobody. It is impossible for this game to meet any sort of realistic expectations that is out there. It is impossible. It's not happening. It's just not happening. Even if the game does come out, it's not happening. Right? There's another rumor for Half-Life 3. Let me bring it up really quick. Let me bring it up really quick. Where the fuck is it at? Smashed AT sent this to me, and I'm like, yeah, it's bullshit. And he's like, but. And I'm like, no, it's bullshit, Smash. He's like, what if it's not? I'm like, it's bullshit, Smash. Anyway, so you have this post right here from Pirate Nation. Where, and again, this is why, like me, I don't follow Pirate Nation. No offense to him or them or whoever the fuck they are. I just feel like their posts are way too obviously baity that I think I'm good, right? But of course, everybody always quotes his fucking post, so I end up seeing them anyway. Smash AT says, with the eyeballs, right? It's complete bullshit, okay? Half-Life 3 has been listed on Instant Gaming, no official announcement yet. This shit has been listed on Instant Gaming since, like, I think 2024. Not only that, Instant Gaming also has Bloodborne 2 on it. It has a whole bunch of video games that don't exist on it. But people are like, oh, but it has Half-Life 3. That means it's, something's coming. No, nothing is coming, ladies. I think he got community noted. Did he get community noted? Let me see. I could have sworn he did. I think it got removed. That's crazy. And of course, typical Pirate Nation fashion, he puts the actual context in the second post. That way he could go viral with the first post. Bloodborne 2 is also listed here, so always bet on nothing. I mean, that would have been really good to know in the first post, but that wouldn't have gotten you the views, I suppose. So I get it. There's no Half-Life 3 right now. If they're going to come out with Half-Life 3, it is going to be shadow dropped. It's going to come out as a surprise. Nobody's going to see it coming. All these fucking rumors are literally just to farm on social media. And for some reason, this year, more than any other year, the farming on Half-Life 3 has been ridiculous. Every month, there's a new Half-Life 3 rumor this year. I don't know why that is, but this year especially, it is bad. So I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. But again, I'm not believing a fucking thing until I see it in a Steam store ready to be purchased. I will be the first one to stream that game, I swear to God. Well, except the shills. The shills will get it first, obviously, but I'll be the first one to stream it from a purchasable standpoint. Yeah, exactly. Sources, trust me, bro. Destiny 3 coming out too. Yeah, I know. Let's get into the next fast topic. Insider Gaming decided to write an interesting article felting Xbox because apparently they needed to be reminded of this. But according to Insider Gaming, there has been no exclusive Xbox video game that has been nominated for Game of the Year since 2010. Now, obviously, a lot of the Xbox people, the hardcore Xbox people, not the normal ones, the hardcore ones are out there losing their minds over this particular post because, well, it doesn't paint anything in a positive light. Xbox really prides itself on their video games, or at least they used to anyway, before their games became available everywhere, including PlayStation. But this little note is definitely getting them a little bit riled up, right? So Tanya says, I'm the normal ones. We know, Tanya, we know. Xbox exclusives haven't been part of the Game of the Year nomination since 2010, making it 15 years since one was nominated. The latest list of nominees for the Game of the Year awards are now live, with winners announced on December 11th. However, as we wait for the award show to take place and a new Game of the Year to be crowned, players should know that no Xbox exclusives are making it to the nominations, leaving them out of the running to win the prestigious award. Again, at this point, who really gives a fuck? Right? Like, do you really need your system to have a Game of the Year in order for you to enjoy playing on your system? No, of course not. You don't need that. But it is an interesting fact. It is definitely an interesting fact. Since 2010, that's pretty wild. So I wanted to share that with you and just have a little bit of a laugh at it. Where are we at? We got... This is an interesting post. Check this out. So an ex-Square Enix executive, they like to call them suits, says that you can whine all that you like. Whine. But Gen Z loves AI slop, and everyone and their grandmother is already using it. The upcoming generation of gamers are Bane in Dark Knight Rises, saying you merely adopted the slop. I was born into it. Well, that's definitely an interesting way to look at the way things are going. Dismayed by the profusion of AI-generated slop in video games? No, you aren't. Or if you are, then you aren't representative of the broad gaming audience. That's my takeaway from recent remarks by Jacob Novak, former director of business at Square Enix and current CEO at Genvid, a media company specializing in a unique mix of streaming show and video game on X via Games Radar. Novak reckons that for as much as people like me bang on about AI being the labor-sucking death of art, it appears consumers generally do not care. Well, because let me oh my God, let me be honest with you. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Consumers don't care. If you give people a good product, nobody cares how it's made. Straight up. Guys, if you've been watching my show for a long time, you will know that I've been saying this for years. Nobody fucking cares how something is made in this world. The only thing that people ever even remotely slightly care about is the way that their food is made. And even then, most people don't care, right? Most people don't fucking care how anything is made. Nobody cares how their car is made most of the time. Obviously, there are exceptions to the rule. Obviously, right? There are people out there that want to know about every little fucking nut and bolt. But most people don't care about how their shoes are made, because if they did, they would not like what they found out. Most people don't care how their clothes are made. Nobody cares about how the keyboard they're using is made, the mouse they're using, the screen that they're looking at. Nobody cares how anything is made 9.5 out of 10 times. It's the same thing with AI. If a video game is made with AI and nobody could tell, then nobody's going to care. The problem now is that most people can tell when something is AI. Most people can tell. Eventually, it's going to get to the point where you're not going to be able to tell. And then you're going to realize just exactly how most people don't care. The people that do care about this form of thing happening to them with their jobs are usually the ones that are losing their jobs, right? So, for example, we have seen so many people in history lose their job to some form of automation in history, right? We've had cashiers at McDonald's lose their job to kiosks. We've had cashiers at Walmart lose their job to self-checkouts. We see it all the time. The only people that care about them are the ones who are losing their job. Everybody else, they don't care because it's more convenient for them. Or at least that's what they're told anyway. It's the same thing that's happening here. AI is the same exact way of the journalists getting removed from the industry and being replaced by some form of automation. Smash JT is right. We've seen journalists literally lose their jobs to YouTubers. It's happening. What's that famous song again? I forgot what it's called. What the fuck is the what's the chorus? Is it video killed the radio star? Is that it? I think that's it, right? Video killed the radio star, right? It's the same shit. It's literally the same thing, bro. There's always something that comes out that will make whatever you're doing previously most likely not effective, you know? So that's just where we're at, man. That's where we're at. And the journalists are trying to make this into a big ethical conversation because for them, they know that they're on the chopping block and they don't want to be on the chopping block. Flat out. They don't want to be on the chopping block, right? Exactly. Smash JT with another good point. Wow, he's on a roll. Cars replace horse and buggy. Exactly. Exactly. Cars literally replace horses, right? This is just what it is, man. So you can turn this into an ethical conversation all you want. You can complain about the death of art. But at the end of the day, it's going to happen whether they like it or not. And it is rapidly improving. Every day it is rapidly improving. AI is getting dangerous in terms of how good it is. And it's only a matter of time before their jobs are replaced. And to be fair, most of these journalists are already utilizing AI to write their articles anyway. Some of them obviously are desperately trying not to, out of some weird, like, false sense of fucking moral superiority. But most of them are utilizing AI, or the companies they work for are utilizing AI to make up for the journalists that they fired. They'll have one journalist doing the job of 5, and 4 of the articles written out of the 5 are being written with AI, and 1 is being written by the actual journalist. And then a journalist is spell checking, although not that great, by the way, spell checking the other 4. You know? That's just where we're at. So I kind of agree with him. You know, in a way, obviously, in a way, but I kind of agree with him, and I get the sentiment. Like, you can whine all you want, you can complain all you want, but consumers just don't care how things are made. All they want is the product that is being offered if it's good. If the product is not good, they're going to tell you by either not buying it or they're never going to buy it again. They're going to buy it once and they'll be like, "Yep, you lost me. I'm moving on to your competitors." You know? So that's just where we're at. Moving on. We got here we go. Guys, I'm about to do something that I never thought I would do. I'm actually scared. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm scared. Let me play the Law and Order sound. Scared. All right. You guys are probably not gonna see this again for a long time. So take it in. Okay, pause, by the way. Pause. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually going to commend the Epic Game Store. I know. Holy shit. Shit. Oh my God, I'm gonna vomit. No. Guys, so one thing that I've always said is that one of my biggest wishes is that if you're going to be a digital retailer on PC, okay? If you're going to be a digital retailer and you're going to say you're competing with Steam, then you better fucking compete with Steam, right? Don't do the fucking bare minimum bullshit. Like, don't just, like, compete. Offer some features. You know what I mean? Like, do something. Do something, you fucks. Anyway. So, congratulations to Epic Store. It took you 7 years. It took you 7 years after launching your platform. And it took you 18 years after Steam did it themselves. But Epic Game Store is now going to allow you to gift games directly to your friends. Wow. You actually added a feature. Holy shit. Unbelievable. Wow, you did it. I didn't even think it was possible. I didn't think it was possible. 7 years, ladies and gentlemen, 7 years. Now, to be fair, I don't know who's going to be gifting games on Epic Game Store, to be honest with you. Obviously, guys, I'm being sarcastic. For those of you that are taking this seriously, you fucking, like, come on, people. You don't fucking know me by now? Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Everybody's like, this deserves praise. Guys, I'm trolling. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Anyway, 7 years, ladies and gentlemen. 7 years after launch, and they finally added the ability to gift the fucking game, bro. Wow. That is incredible. Look at you. Don't you feel amazing? You guys are definitely competing with Steam now. Go get them. You're like the little engine that could, man. Go get them, Epic Games. Go get them. The next thing you know, you're going to be top dog, guaranteed. It's unbelievable. Here, another one. I'll cheer for you again. I'll cheer for you again. Congratulations. It's fantastic. Wow. Never did I ever think I would see the day. Holy shit. Guys, this launcher is a joke. This launcher is a serious joke. The fact that they made their customers wait 7 years to get a gifting game option is unbelievable. Okay. And this is why I am kind of happy that Sweetie openly came out and said that they're not trying to compete with Steam in any real way that is meaningful. That he's not trying to add all the features Steam has and the social aspects and all that stuff. He's not trying to do any of that. Well, he at least finally added something. So at least the people who really like Epic Game Store can now gift each other games. I don't know how many people that is. But listen, hey, 7 years, better late than never. Better late than never. Congratulations, Epic Games. Hell has frozen over. And there you go. 7 years, guys. Wow, that's crazy. Look at this comment. Look at this comment. Epic paid Hypno, bro. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. It be your own sometimes. It be your own. It be your own. Okay, we're going to talk about now. We're going to talk about Megabonk. I know you're joking, Codex Pop. Come on, man. What's your Epic friend code? Bro, I'm good. I'm good. We're going to talk about Megabonk now. We're going to talk about what's going on with Megabonk, why he decided to pull out of the Game Awards and stuff like that. We're going to cover that. That's going to be one of our main topics. So let's switch over screens, ladies and gentlemen. Let me catch up on Super Chats really quick. I don't think we're at tier 2 just yet. Let me scroll down. Where are we at? Where are we at? We got Hades with a 279 saying, what the fuck? What? What did I say? What did I say? Shout out to Smash for hanging out, by the way. Thank you so much, man, for hanging out. Appreciate you, bro. Have fun on your stream, my guy. Let's get into this topic. So a little bit of context before we begin. Obviously, I told you guys earlier in the stream, the Megabonk developer decided to pull out of the Game Awards. He was nominated. He was nominated for Best Debut Indie Game, and he is pulling out of it for his own particular reasons that we're about to get to, in this particular video. But I don't necessarily agree with this. I don't agree with this. I don't agree with the reasoning. I understand why, but I still don't agree with it. And I'll explain in the video why that is. So let's go over it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in this video, we're going to be talking about Megabonk, one of the indie big hits of this year, a game that everybody was talking about, a game that has a high amount of players playing this game, super addictive game. But when it comes to Megabonk, it was nominated for Best Debut Indie Game. But unfortunately, and to the disdain of people who were really hoping this game was going to win its one nomination, Megabonk's developer actually decided to pull out of the award show. His own decision. He decided to completely pull out of the award show, and we're going to go over exactly why that is in this video. First, let's take a look at Jeff Keighley's announcement about the whole situation. So he says the following. Megabonk, a nominee for Best Debut Indie Game, reached out to clarify that he is an established solo developer who had been presenting himself as a new creator under the name Vetinad, right? We're grateful for his honesty. As a result, Megabonk will be removed from this category. Then he says he'll share more about his story when he's ready, but we respect that he didn't want to take recognition away from other debut teams, even though the game itself is outstanding. Now, let's go over to the article here from PC Gamer, okay, where it says Megabonk developer withdraws from Best Debut Indie Game nomination at the Game Awards for a pretty good reason. It's not my debut game. Vetinad says they previously released games under other studio names. Now, here's why I don't agree with this, okay? And then we're going to go into his actual post and see what he had to say. I can respect why he's doing this. I can understand what he means by this. But the reason why I don't agree with this is because a lot of developers that get their games nominated in the indie scene, they end up working for multiple studios, right? And the truth is that the studio that ends up getting, nominated is a brand new studio, brand new name, but these developers have experience in other studios. These are not brand new developers with their first game. A lot of them are releasing their second game, their third game, but they're releasing it under a new studio and a new name because they end up working for someone else or they end up opening a brand new studio. Whatever the case would be, like, I don't necessarily agree with him deciding to not stay nominated because he is not a technical debut developer when there has been other examples of new studios with previous experienced developers who have released video games before, releasing video games under a brand new name and taking credit as a debut indie game or whatever the case would be. I don't quite understand the logic, but I get the sentiment that he's trying to do, and I could definitely respect it. I can 100% respect it, but I just don't. I don't think it makes sense in the grand scheme of things when you're looking at the entire category as a whole. I'll give you a perfect example. Expedition 33, brand new studio, Sandfall Interactive, but it was led by a person who was a previous Ubisoft employee, an experienced developer, somebody who came from Ubisoft, right? So I don't understand how this is not even the same thing. I don't get it. Me personally, I don't get it, but whatever. I can respect his sentiment. But let's continue and see what it has to say. The Vampire Survivors like Megabonk is one of the big indie hits of the year, selling 1 million copies in just 2 weeks and earning a nomination for Best Debut Indie Game in the Game Awards of 2025. That sort of exposure is a big deal, especially for a small indie release, but developer Vetinad said that they're withdrawing from the show for one simple and very supposedly understandable reason. Megabonk isn't actually their first game. It wasn't Expedition 33's first game either for the main developers that headed that studio. There's a lot of examples that we have of this. This is not the first time this has happened. So I don't, if you start going down this path, you're going to end up removing a lot of opportunity from indie developers and studios that it might not necessarily be their first game, but it happens to be a brand new studio. This is kind of like the same situation that's going on here. I don't quite get this. I really don't. Anyway, it's an honor and a dream for Megabonk to be nominated for the Game Awards, but unfortunately, I don't think it qualifies for the category Debut Indie Game. Vetinad wrote on X, I've made games in the past under different studio names, so Megabonk is not my debut game. I really appreciate the nomination, support, and votes, but it doesn't feel right in this category. You should vote for another one of the amazing debut titles. They are all amazing games. Again, some of the games that are up there that are in that particular debut indie game showcase have experienced developers that have made video games in the past. So I don't understand why you are feeling like this is not right for you, because, well, if it's not right for you, then it's not right for them either. I don't get it. It says numerous replies credit Vetinad, who signed off on the message as John Megabonk, for their honesty, but one or two invoke memories of Dave the Diver, which was nominated for Best Indie Game at the Game Awards in 2023. Dave the Diver looks and plays like an indie game, but was developed by Mintro Rocket, a division of Korean behemoth Nexon. That sparked all kinds of interesting conversations. And you know what? I'm glad that at least it is sparking conversation, because I think he opened Pandora's box with this. I think what he did by making himself retract out of the Game Awards, I think what he's going to do is it's actually going to fuck over a lot of opportunities for other indie developers that are now going to be looked at twice because they happen to have experience or worked at previous studios or released previous video games. And even though they're working at a brand new studio, releasing a brand new game, now they're not going to get nominated because of what happened here with Megabonk. I don't think this is going to go down the way that people think it's going to go down. I think it's going to end up really bad for a lot of the smaller teams out there. But anyway, whether facts or vibes should determine whether an indie game is really indie. And in fact, a year later, Dave the Diver game director Jiahu Huang weighed in to say that as far as he's concerned, it is not an indie game. I think it's also fair to, and again, keep in mind, there are a lot of people out there that are trying to, with their feelings, by the way, right? Not with facts, but with their feelings. They're trying to claim or determine what is an indie game and what's not. Do you guys know how many indie developers out there and other people out there that are trying to claim that Expedition 33 should not be in the indie game category because essentially it just comes down to it being too good? It comes down to the game just looking too good, looking too AAA, being actually too good to the point where it shouldn't be thrown in with other indie games because it's not fair. That's not a factual argument. That's from an emotional standpoint. But now by doing something like this, you're going to open up Pandora's box to allow people to come in and say, well, I don't feel like it should be an indie game because reasons, right? I don't feel like it should be an indie game because, well, it doesn't look like one. What the fuck does that mean? You know, it doesn't mean anything. Anyway, for the record, nor did he specify prior studio names, but so have other nominees. Dispatch developer Ad Hoc Studios, for example, was founded by veterans of Telltale, while Clear Obscure Expedition 33 Studio Sandfall is headed up by ex-Ubisoft people. Exactly. I'm glad PC Gamer used their brain for once. This is literally what I'm talking about. You have opened up Pandora's box, and these indie studios that are trying to work outside of the influence of AAA and the mainstream are now going to have a much harder time getting nominated simply because the developers have previous experience, especially some of them working at AAA studios. This is a major, major fucking fuck up by Megabonk's developer. As much as we love the game, I can't agree with this personally. I think this is a really, really bad move on his part. And I'm sure he probably didn't think about the long-term implication of this because he's just thinking, you know, try to do the right thing. And I get that. I respect that. But this is really going to have a domino effect, in my opinion. It says, none of which is to suggest any sort of impropriety here or that other developers should remove themselves from the category, just that the instability of the game industry can make determining what is and isn't a debut game a facts or vibes debate all on its own. I agree. In a message posted on X, Games Award host Jeff Keighley said Vetadad had reached out to clarify that he is an established solo developer who has been presenting himself as a new creator. Again, this is so bad. This is so bad, in my opinion. Yeah, I would say at this point, this is going to end up really bad in the coming years for indie developers. Now they're going to have to be extra vigilant on trying to make it seem as if they're all newbies, right? They all have no experience, or they never released a game ever, or that they only have small experience. They cannot be considered through a feelings debate about being related to anything that's not a debut indie game. This is definitely an odd situation to be in, and I really don't know why he did this. I feel like at this point, bro, you didn't even know if you were going to win, right? Like, you had no idea if you were even going to win. Now, I'm sure a lot of people would have voted for your game because your game is great, and people love your game, but it's like you didn't even know if you were going to win, man, and you're already talking as if you were going to, and you decided to make this decision that's going to have a ripple effect all throughout the industry for indie developers and indie studios as a whole. So I don't know what's really going to come of this. I really don't like where this is going. People have had their, like if you hear Meme Bastard, how many other indie devs are already well-established and well-funded? We all know there are a few nominees who should not be there. You see what I'm saying? This is now going to begin the argument of XYZ game shouldn't be there because XYZ game has either outside funding or, it's too good to be considered an indie game, whatever. This is going to bring in a unrational conversation to what should have been a very straightforward nomination. It doesn't matter about his experience. If he is at a new indie studio and it is their debut game, it should qualify. You might as well remove all the games for the category, as most of these developers have gotten their experience from somewhere. Exactly, bro. These comments, 100% bonked himself right out of contention. That's funny. So again, guys, at this point, this is going to be a ripple effect. We're going to see what's going to happen from this, but I'm very curious to see what comes from debut indie title in the future next year, because when they do nomination again, I guarantee you they're going to change the rules completely, and most developers that would have been nominated in the past are no longer going to be allowed to be nominated. So you guys let me know in the comments down below this video, what do you think about this? Do you think the game should be nominated now that you know the information, or do you think the game should not be nominated now that you know? Regardless, whatever it may be, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Mystic Vegeta says, why do I think it was on purpose? Do you really think it was on purpose, though? Do you really think that? Like, I don't think it was on purpose at all. I just think that he thought he was doing the right thing, which, again, I respect that. But he thought he was doing the right thing, and then I really feel like, I don't know, bro. I feel like this is going to have a really bad effect on indie developers. I really do. I really do. It's unfortunate. It's one of those things where it's like, what's the saying? Hell is paved on the road of good intentions, or something like that. Like, it's just, I don't think he thought this one completely through, in my opinion. You know, I mean, the game is fantastic. People are having fun with the game. That's truly all that matters at the end of the day. But I think he just royally fucked a lot of other indie developers. You know, that's what I think is going to happen here. Whether he intended to or not, that's on him. We don't know. We're never going to know. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, let's get to the next topic. Ladies and gentlemen. Where the fuck? Wait. Where's my other post? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. There you go, Kurakami. Thank you. Thank you for the correction. No, why I think it was on purpose because of what's likely. Oh, got it. T-Jab says we are 175 and 67 away from tier 2. This is all. Damn, how fucked up would it be to lose a tier 2 streak on the stream that we get 500? I wouldn't be surprised, but that's okay. I have faith. Moogle says it doesn't matter if it's a new studio, it's a debut game. Devs have a decade of experience before they often start legit. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know what this is gonna do for the future, but I guess we're gonna find out and see. So I wanted to cover this, but I don't know what my other post went for Steam. Let me see. Sorry, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Every single website I go to, they're talking about Half-Life 3. Can we stop talking about Half-Life 3? It's not happening, man. It is not happening. Not anytime soon. I'll probably be dead before it happens. Okay. We got the Steam machine. Fuck. I mistyped that. There we go. Why is it not coming up? Man, Steam machine 70% better. You think he's going to lose a lot of support? I don't think he's going to lose a lot of support. You're talking about the Megabonk. I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't. All right, here we go. I got it. All right, video recording. Here we go. Perfect. So this is going to be another topic. This kind of coincides with this topic about the, we're pretty much going to PC gaming. Toronto with $1, Steam can't count to 3. I agree. It's unfortunate, but they can't. We know that's true. Well, actually, no, it's not true anymore because they counted three new hardware releases. So there you go. They can, in fact, count to 3. We're going to talk about this now because this is interesting. Coming from the CEO of a company that's about to release one of the biggest video games ever, strictly on console, by the way, at least for the first year. I find it interesting that he's saying this, that gaming is moving more towards PCs, which, again, has a lot of people quite upset about that. Rabdad says, Hail, I know I haven't been here lately, but everything runs alongside this stream. Even TNME cuts into it these days. Hey, man, it's all good. If I'm not deemed worthy enough for you to watch me over anybody else, then I'm not doing my job right. I apologize for not doing my job right. Thanks for hanging out, though. Hypnotic DSP arc? What? Come on, bro. Stop it. So let's get into this. Let's talk about this and see what's going on here. Because this is going to be an interesting conversation. Every time we talk about this, people get really upset. I don't know why, but they just do. They just do. So let's figure this out. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we have a very interesting conversation that is coming to us from the Take-Two CEO about how gaming is moving towards PCs. Now, this is something that, I mean, anybody with a brain can easily see. PC gaming, in terms of revenue or just overall growth, is exponentially growing. It is ridiculous what is happening with PC gaming. And to be fair, a lot of that has to do with China as well. China's numbers are growing exponentially when it comes to Steam. But overall, the revenue is getting closer and closer. In the year 2024, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, the global revenue for PC gaming was almost 24%, where the global revenue for console gaming was 28%. And keep in mind, PC gaming, that's pretty much just one platform. Obviously, you have Epic Game Store, but Steam is like basically the majority of that. Whereas console gaming is everything, right? Like you got Nintendo, you got PlayStation, you got Xbox, you got everybody in there. and they're just about 5% higher than PC gaming. And then mobile obviously dominates the rest of the market because, well, everybody over there is a whale and they like wasting their money on gacha games. But with all that being said, now we're going to talk about this because it's an interesting conversation coming from a CEO who is about to release one of the biggest games we've ever seen in our lifetimes on a console exclusively for at least 6 months to a year. We don't know how long GTA is going to be exclusive to consoles. We just know that it's not coming out on PC right away. So let's talk about this. And this also kind of coincides with this, which we're going to kind of go all together in the same conversation, that Valve has come out and recently said that the Steam machine is better than what 70% of PC gamers have at home, which is a convenient reminder that not all gaming PCs are monster rigs. And this is something that I've said many times when I discuss the Steam machine with people, where the first question people are going to have is, well, why not just get a PC? I don't think people quite understand that a lot of people's PCs are not great. And the Steam machine, if it can even remotely do even half of what it promises, will give people a pretty good experience for hopefully pretty cheap. But anyway, in an interview with CNBC, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick had some comments regarding the console PC debate. In fact, it seemed he's taken a side in the whole debacle. The divide between PC and console gaming has been a rather long one. Exclusives on one, better quality on the other. It all seems to go back and forth. Take-Two, known for publishing the Grand Theft Auto and NBA 2K, has been on both fronts. Every month, it seems the company finds itself on the best-selling list for consoles for its catalog of sports games. While it'll take a while for the company to see a bigger payday with Grand Theft Auto 6 delayed, it seems the CEO has some thoughts on the console PC divide. Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick sat down with CNBC's Squawk Box for an interview on gaming. While on the topic of console gaming, he said the following: I think it's moving towards PC and business is moving towards open rather than closed. But if you define console as the property, not the system, then the notion of a very rich game that you can engage in for many hours that you play on a big screen, that's never going to go away. Now, just right off the bat, the first comment, yes, I do agree. Obviously, everybody knows PC gaming is growing. It's growing more and more every single year. The ease of access to PC gaming is becoming easier and easier every single year. The Steam Deck has allowed people who don't want to play on a gaming PC or can't afford a gaming PC, they've allowed themselves to have a handheld version to access Steam's library, which again, the entire point of accessing Steam's library is to have an all-encompassing library that is available to you for an extremely affordable price. Everybody knows about the Steam sales. They're legendary for a reason. Everybody talks about them. If you're okay foregoing physical media, then Steam is no better in terms of a digital storefront. It is the top storefront right now that also offers you a plethora of social activities that you can utilize, whether it's reviews, forum posts, discussions, screenshots, sharing, anything you could possibly imagine for a curator list. The possibilities are endless, right? So I agree that there is definitely a rise in PC gaming, but there is always going to be a market for people that want to play on a big TV, which is why the Steam machine is coming, right? His comments do come at a convenient time as Valve announced the upcoming console, the Steam machine, which can play Steam games on your TV. Similarly, Xbox and Microsoft have veered a bit towards PC gamers, as recent statements from figures in the company indicate a change in tone from consoles. But weirdly, Take-Two's biggest upcoming release, Grand Theft Auto 6, has not been announced for PC. Its last entry, Grand Theft Auto 5, didn't see a PC release until 2 years after launching in 2013. In any case, it seems the company may be gearing to open up with PC gaming more than ever. Now, I don't think that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to take 2 years to come out on PC. I think in our current time, in our current climate, I think that is a bad idea. I think a year at most before it eventually comes out on PC, maybe even 6 months. But I guess we really have to see what comes from that. Now, with all this being said, this brings us to this conversation, right? Steam is trying to have the ease of access to their library as easy as possible. They have the Steam Deck, and now they're coming out with the Steam machine and the Steam headset. All of this is designed to try to get as many people as possible to have no excuse as to why they can't access Steam's library. Because for Steam, they are a software company. That's what they are. They've always been, and that's what they always will be. Software first, hardware second, if you even want to call it second at this point. Steam makes all of their money on software. They are a digital storefront store. And not only that, when they made video games back in the day, they were selling software. So they've always been a software company. They want to get you into their ecosystem because that's where they're going to make the money. Even if they have to sell you these systems that otherwise they probably wouldn't even care about, they're going to do it if it means it gets rid of the excuse as to why you can't enter Steam's ecosystem. This is why Steam has 154 million plus active users. It's bigger than most of these other consoles and their active users. Steam has 154. PlayStation, last I checked, has about 119. Xbox, I don't know where they're at right now, but I'm sure it's something similar to PlayStation, if not a little bit less. Nintendo has about 120 some odd million for the Switch ecosystem, for Switch 1 and Switch 2. So these numbers are astronomical, and allowing you to have these systems will make it easier for you to join the ecosystem if you want to, right? That's all up to you. Now, Steam's biggest problem, and I've always said this, is they never advertise outside of their ecosystem. But to be fair, they don't really have to. Steam, the meme about Steam is that they do nothing and they win. It's because, again, they have done absolutely fuck all to advertise out of their ecosystem, and they somehow have a bigger user base than most of these other systems that have advertised everywhere. It's just a very interesting thing. So let's see exactly what's going on with the Steam machine and why they claim to be 70% better than what most people have. It says the Steam machine is a peculiar device. Ever since it was announced, we in PC gamer hardware layer have been discussing exactly what the target market is and who will get the most use out of it. And while that question looms in part of the gaming PC's as yet unknown price tag, is because of the middling specs. On that front, Valve explains that the company's upcoming machine is actually equal or better than 70% of Steam gamer systems. Talking on YouTube channel, Adam Savage's tested, a Valve engineer said, another thing we actually looked at is the Steam hardware survey. Basically, that just gives us a good benchmark of where people's home devices are at in terms of performance, and the Steam machine is equal or better than 70% of what people have at home. So that's another way to kind of think about where we kind of arrived at when it comes to the performance level that they targeted. The engineer explained that the company wants the Steam machine to allow users to play all of their Steam games, but we also kind of want to target more of an entry-level device that is affordable, thus the middling specs. Now, this makes me think that the system is going to be cheaper than I initially thought. Unless they're going to offer another version that is more powerful, which I don't think they're going to, I think this system is going to be cheaper than I initially thought. We just might get a Steam machine that is basically the same price as the Steam Deck, which I thought was going to be impossible, considering they said it's 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck. But when you think about it, the Steam machine doesn't have to worry about a screen. It doesn't have to worry about being portable. It just has to play the games. So when you think about it, being the same price as the Steam Deck might actually be plausible if this is their goal as an entry-level system. It's a very interesting thing that's going on right now. The Steam machine has a custom AMD RDNA 3 chip with 28 compute units, which makes it roughly equivalent to a Radeon RX 7600 or a cutback version of the Radeon RX 7600. It also has 8 gigabytes of VRAM, which puts it behind most mid-range graphic cards today, but in line with the budget ones. I think this is going to be the biggest problem. 8 gigs of VRAM, in my opinion. You guys can argue about the processor all you want, but I do believe that the VRAM is going to be the biggest thing that's going to hold this system back from playing certain games at just barely better performance. So basically going from 40 FPS to 60 FPS or whatever. I think the 8 gigs of VRAM is going to be the major issue with this particular system. But, what do I know? I don't know anything at this point. So I guess we're going to have to end up seeing what happens. But in combination with what Take-Two CEO is saying overall about where the market is going, and with the release of Valve's Steam machine that's coming next year, the same year that supposedly Grand Theft Auto is supposed to release, even though we all know it's going to get delayed again, I think this is definitely where the market is going to be shifting. And I would not be surprised if by the time 2026 numbers come out about global gaming revenue, if you see PC equal console, and by 2027, you see PC surpass console, especially with these systems that are going to allow people to access Steam's library easier than ever before. So you guys let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about this entire situation? First off, about what Take-Two CEO had to say about console gaming. Nobody's saying console gaming is dying. Okay, I want to just reiterate for the console people that are going to go in my comments and be like, fuck you, PC users. You guys are elitist pricks, blah, blah. Nobody's saying consoles dying. All we're doing is talking about where the market is trending right now and where the numbers are going. That's all. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about what he had to say about PC gaming overall? And what do you think about the Steam machine? Do you think it's truly better than what 70% of PC gamers actually have at home? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. It's going to be an interesting time, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a very interesting time. We got Demon Carol with a 5. Scientists recently combined the DNA of a cheetah with the DNA of a crab. Things went sides real fast afterwards. Okay. Okay. Demon Carol, thank you for the 5. Chaos J7 with a $20. Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha. He says the argument goes the other way too. Studios are AAA, so they make AAA games, right? There needs to be more of a distinction because we're starting to get indies of AAA quality. No, but see, the thing is, there doesn't need to be a distinction. Because an indie game is defined by very specific metrics that have nothing to do with the quality. If some indie developers are able to produce because they're either more skilled or they have slightly better funding than the other studio, if they're able to produce something like Expedition 33 that has AAA quality to it, that's not their fault that they're better than other indie developers. It's still an indie game, you know? It's still an indie game by all definable metrics as an indie game. So this is what I mean by the conversation starts becoming an emotional one where people are like, well, okay, I think that the game looks like AAA, so I don't think it should be voted in indie. That's not fair. You know what I mean? Like, how is that fair to the indie studio that did an exceptional job to the point where their video game looks like a AAA game? How is that fair to them? You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, we can't argue from that standpoint, because if that's going to be the standpoint, then somebody could argue that about any game that looks even remotely good. And that also is prejudging indie games to be something that they're necessarily not. Look at Tormented Souls 2. Tormented Souls 2, in my opinion, was an all-intensive better horror game or game in general than Silent Hill F. And that was a $25 game versus a Silent Hill F $70 game. So is it not fair to call Tormented Souls 2 an indie game, even though it is? You know, because it's that good? I don't know. That's why I don't like arguing from that standpoint, you know, because it goes sideways really quickly. That's all I'm saying. I get where you're coming from. I totally do, but I can't agree with that. Okay. Are we fully caught up? Was there anything on Rumble? No. We caught up on Rumble too. All right, perfect. All right, boys, listen, no tier 2 before the Waifu Battle. That was loud. Guys, thank you so much for the insane support today. I appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. If you're not going to join me for the Waifu Battle to have some fun and to try to hit tier 2, then I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support today, liking the stream, commenting, everything. And I will see you guys on the next Hypnocast, of course. But we're about to do the Waifu Battle right now. Holy fuck! Dark Dimos! What a $49.99 man! Here we go! Mucha lucha! Mucha lucha! It's the way of life! Mucha lucha! Holy shit. Damn. He says a few things, like the stream. Let's get to tier 2. And last but not least, Bob sacrificed himself. Man, I love Dark Dimos, bro. I love Dark Dimos. He's on my side, bro. Fuck the super chat, even though I appreciate it. No offense. But he's on my side because he knows what really happened to Bob. Okay? He knows what really happened to Bob. Thank you, Dark Dimos. I appreciate that, brother. That makes me happy. that makes me happy. Bob died of natural causes by AIDS. Okay? Which, is that even natural causes? No, right? Technically not. But hey, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. His death certificate says natural causes. I've seen it. Okay. Thank you, Dark Dimos, for the $49.99. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. McLovin loves you. Come on, man. No, that's a lie. All right, boys, we're going to get into the Waifu Battle. Let's have some fun and let's go. It's going to be legendary. We crowned a new Waifu Battle champion yesterday, and she's the one that started it off. All right, boys, the Waifu Battle is here. Now, if you guys missed the Waifu Battle, we crowned yesterday the legendary, by a large margin, unbelievable margin, Tifa from Final Fantasy VII, ladies and gentlemen, obviously. We were celebrating episode 500 yesterday. Fantastic. Loved it. It was awesome. We had a great time. And Tifa ended up becoming the champion. Now, with all that being said, let's go over the rules before we bring out the challenger that's going to go up against Tifa. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu. But the only way that is going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You got to put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, did I say that right? Am I fucking up? Did I fuck that up? I think I fucked that up. That's what I get for trying to read a text message at the same time that I'm fucking saying the rules. All right, it doesn't matter. Rule number 1, name goes first. It is what it is. Rule number 2, you can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. And last but not least, wow, my brain is farting right now. Holy shit. My brain is farting right now. Holy fuck. You know what? It is what it is. Nobody cares about the rules. Nobody cares about the rules, right? It's fine. It's fine. I'm never going to read a text message while I'm doing the rules ever again. That was a bad thing to do. Oh my God, it was a bad thing to do. I read the text message and then my brain farted. I was stupid. Anyway, blame Smash JT. No, it wasn't Smash. It wasn't Smash. Hypno's getting too old for this. I definitely am. But I have too much fun with you guys, so it is what it is. All right, guys, you guys already know the rules. Let's not pretend like we don't. Okay, I might not right now, but let's not pretend like we don't. Let's bring out the challenger. There's only one challenger that is going to go up against Tifa. Let's be real. It is what it is. It is what it is. There's only one challenger for episode 501 that's going to start off the next 500 episodes against the legend Tifa. All right, boys. The challenger. I wonder if DJ's here. DJ's probably not here. DJ's probably not here. He should be here for this, but he's probably not. The challenger that's going to go up against Tifa is going to be none other than the one and the only classic age-old battle that never gets old. And that is Aerith, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock. And let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Tifa? Or is it going to be Aerith? The classic battle between the two mega waifus is back. Why not Eve? Because Eve doesn't have the same level of lore. Okay? She doesn't have the same level of lore. It is what it is. It is what it is. Twisted matchup? No, it's not. No, it's not. What's with the render? So this was the only picture that I found that she looked semi-normal in, and she wasn't naked or looking like practically naked. It was the only YouTube safe one that I could find. And all the Aerith pictures have disappeared. So it is what it is. Deal with it. You're voting for the waifu. You're not voting for the picture. Do you like Aerith or not? God damn it. Twisted Master. Twisted Master. With a $50 mega banger. Screaming for Tifa. Shout out. Thank you, Twisted Master. Where's DJ? We need DJ. DJ needs to come back. Because he's the one that's always like, justice for Aerith. Justice for Aerith. Of all the Aerith pictures, you picked this one. There's nothing wrong with this picture. Let's stop hating on it. Thank you. Mr. Spanglish, for a 2, Tifa and Aerith, $1 for each. Can't pick one. Makes sense. Makes sense. Mr. Melancholy with a 2 says Tifa. Very nice. Ali Kusanagi with a 10 says Tifa. Very nice. Mervoth with a 2 says Tifa, the legendary waifu battle. Maybe the first. Makes sense. BioT Wolf with a 5 says Tifa. At least she is loyal. Eric took another man's sword from the back. She did. She did. Midnight Mike with a 5 says Tina. At least she survived the fist disc. Who the fuck is Tina? Who is Tina? Lols. Crash Collins with a 5-1 Rumble says Tifa. Torinol with an 11 says Tifa. Rule number 4, no text messages during the waifu battle. That should be the new rule. That should be the new rule. 100%. 100%. I agree with you, Torinol. I agree. I agree. What are you looking for your pictures? Trans R Us? No, it's called Google. It's called Google. And unfortunately, all the Aerith pictures are like super slutty and not YouTube friendly. So it is what it is. Abhorrent Soul says, is Aerith going to get banned? Probably. Probably. Which would be insane, by the way. Toxin with a 2. Aerith, but the Kingdom Hearts version. So you like, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it. It is what it is. Not even going to say it. Toxin needs to repent. Turn safe search on. Who the fuck has safe search on? Who has safe search on? No real man has safe search on. Come on, what's wrong with you? You need to feel safe on the internet? Protect those eyes of yours. Dead Eyes Lock with a 2 for Aerith. All right, we got some Aerith votes. Not much, but we got some. We got some. This is still anybody's game. This is still anybody's game, man. Tifa is not that far ahead. All it takes is one banger from DJ or somebody, and she's going to come back strong. All right, boys. You guys are probably going to shut up about this picture. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. The legendary Tifa. Let's start the clock, and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Tifa, or is it going to be Aerith? Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's find out. Let's find out. Sonia says, I would take Tifa and Sephiroth. Sonia has confirmed she would take a DP. Sonia has confirmed she will take a DP. There you go. Why Tifa get the better picture? That's not my problem. I looked for Aerith in a bikini. You know what I mean? And I had to work with limited time. It is what it is. You're voting for the waifu. You're not voting for the picture. If you like Aerith, you would vote for her regardless. Clearly, you're using the picture as an excuse to not vote for Aerith. We got Twisted Master again with a $50 mega banger for Tifa. Shout out. This is becoming problematic. And we hit tier 2. We saved tier 2, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Shout out to you guys. Holy shit. We hit tier 2, ladies and gentlemen. The ears are on. I can help with that with $9.99 for Aerith. Finally, somebody with some class. Finally. Thank you. Legendary. We got Dead Eyes Lock with the 2 for Aerith. We got Digiconic with a 2 for Tifa. We got Toradol with a 2 for Tifa. But how do I get you my Aerith pictures? I don't know. Send it to Sonya or something. She'll send it to me. Oh my God. It's insane, bro. Ron DFK with a 2 says Tifa with the eye emojis. Thank you. Fallen Angel with a 2 Tifa, my post, posting Aerith pictures for you. Oh, it's a little late for that. She's probably going to get banned. Well, actually, no, she won't. Because I can help with that. Just prevented her ban. So thank you, sir, for that. Man, if I was a voter, I would fucking troll right now so hard. I would troll so hard right now. But I'm not. So I can't. You're very lucky. Prime time opportunity. Prime time opportunity. Sonia's losing her mind right now in the chat. 0 hero for a 5 split for both. But be careful. Money sticky from that money shot. I respect that. I respect that 0 hero. Darth Mages with a 2. Aerith, but I prefer her as Eris. Makes sense. Makes sense. I appreciate that, Dark Mages. Thank you for that. Where is DJ? Sonia is purposely not calling DJ because she doesn't want Aerith to win. If DJ was here, he would get revenge for Aerith. He would do it. I know he would. He would do it. But it looks like Aerith is going to get ignored. Quite sad. Quite sad. All right, boys. Tifa's coming off screen. And now it's time to do the final countdown. Who is going to win this waifu battle? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The last super chat that is going to count is Dr. fucking Spike catching everybody asleep. Everybody asleep. They got comfortable. They got comfortable. Dr. Spike with the 250-15. He even got the number down to the penny. And he says, Aerith, your choice of ladies. He won't even pick the girls. He won't even pick the fucking girls. The balls on Dr. Spike.
Waifu Battle Belt is mine!
Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. Mods, count it up. Count it up. It's time to play some girls for Dr. Spike, man. What a legend. $250 Red Boy Ultra Hyper Banger.
All right, boys, it's another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in!
Holy shit.
All right, boys, we have another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in!
Holy shit.
Holy shit, Dr. Spike. My God, bro. What a drop. What a drop. What a drop. Just wait to the coping and seething song, man. Just wait. Just wait. The numbers are in, boys. The numbers are in. The numbers are in. We got Tifa at $142.99 against Aerith at $269.64, which means the winner and the new Waifu Battle champion is none other than the one and the only Aerith, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, shit. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. Let's go. Kofi. You guys already know what's going to happen, right? You already know what's going to happen, right? You know what's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm sorry. I can't prevent it. Can't prevent it. Can't stop it. It is what it is. Let it out. Let it out.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it for the Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen. Erin's going to go backstage where she's going to face off against another waifu tomorrow. Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Holy shit, Dr. Spike. Legendary troll moment. Oh my God, man. I won't forget that one. Why didn't I use that picture? Because I don't have this picture anymore. This is an old save file that I have from when she was champion before. I don't have the original picture anymore. I can't find it either. All right, boys, listen. We got hold on. Gray the Merchant for $1 over on Rumble says he's throwing Tifa to the ocean impaled with Sephiroth's sword meant for Aerith. Done, battle through and through. Also, hi, all spending time with the wife. Overall, great night, y'all. Shout out to Gray the Merchant. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I feel like there's going to be a lot of revenge votes against Aerith tomorrow. I'm kind of scared for her. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I got to check gifted games really quick. I think we got one or two gifted games. Hold on. We got one gifted game from the legend. No hearts. Oh, this fucking guy, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God, man. How do you make an abortion cocktail? Mix a little regret with a splash of relief. What's the abortionist's favorite game? Operation Evacuation Edition. Holy shit. Oh, this fucking guy, man. I swear to God, man. No hearts left. Cuckold Simulator. Life as a beta male cuck. Why'd you give this to me? Give this to Smash or something. You know what? Better yet, give it to Atreus and Kata. Shit. Bro, shout out No Hearts Left. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, man. Definitely something I'm never gonna play, no offense. But hilarious regardless, man. Hilarious regardless. At least it's not a fucking hentai game or something. All right, boys. Dr. Spike, again, thank you, brother. You not only did you get us 3 out of 5 on the Red Boy goal, but you absolutely trolled the chat. That was legendary. That was legendary. Shout out to Twisted Master for the 250 bangers as well. Thank you so much for that during the waifu battle. Good fight. Good fight overall, for sure. But you guys got a little bit comfortable. Sonya got real comfortable. That's why she's mad. Sonya's mad right now because of that. All right, boys, listen, thank you guys again for everything. I appreciate it. I hope you guys had a fantastic stream and enjoyed yourselves. Join me tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do Griffcast tomorrow because I actually have something I have to do in the afternoon. But if that's the case, I'll try to stream early so that we can at least get some gaming in. Or maybe I'll stream. I don't think I can stream tonight, but maybe I'll try. We'll see. One of the two will happen. But then obviously join me tomorrow. Hypnocast 9 p.m. as always, every single day, boys. Thank you guys again for everything, for liking, commenting, spamming the chat, super chatting, gifting memberships, everything. Appreciate it. And shout out to the Hypnomods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate that as well. No hate super chatting today, just trolling. What does that mean to hate super? Like, do you hate me, Dr. Spike? That's sad. That makes me sad. That makes me sad. That makes me sad. Dr. Spike gives me $250 to hate me. It's not good. It's not good. Thank you for liking the stream, though. I appreciate that. Shout out to the Hypnomods again for doing what they do every single day. Appreciate you. And I will see you guys on the next one tomorrow. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. Oh, I lost the clip because I restarted. Fuck. Now I got to add it again. All right, there we go. Bye. Stay for the raid.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you get.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Suck it, yeah, don't put a ticket in, make her naked gay. Fuck it, yeah, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in a queenie and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking Twitter hole! Twitter hole! Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.